stayed into something. So now I'm closer to God. But being closer is hard. The attacks get stronger, become much harder to fight, and they last longer. That's what it's always been. Joy with the pain, dark with the light, sun with the rain. With the right perspective, there can be something to gain.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic.
Say it louder, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last down. Start off slow, then I'ma beat it up.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on, y'all. I gotta look at something real quick. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I ain't tell you to do the same thing. So, alright. Gotta send a link for these coaches. Let's see. That's the link for the coaches. See if they coming in. Let's see. All right. I sent it to more than enough people. Okay. So this is pretty much what we do on Wednesday nights from the Coach's Corner. And I'm going to keep it honest from the Coach's Corner. This is what we do on Wednesday nights. And we pretty much talk about things that's going on around we talk about things that's going on around the NFL world. And the college world, more so the college world. I'm waiting on the coaches to come in. If they decide to. I know I made sure that hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. See, get my dog in here. Get my dog in here.
What's up, my dude?
What's going on, my
Can
dude?
you hear me?
Of course, we can hear you. What's good?
Okay.
Say something.
Hey, long day.
Man, who you telling? Man, I got a question, man. Hey, what's up, Jams? I got a question, and the question that I have, it seems like nobody can answer it.
Go for it. What you got?
It's some very known, well, prominent HBCU, and I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
HBCU mean historic Black College University. I just want y'all
That's
to know.
correct. Yes, sir.
But it's some HBCU players who didn't get accepted into the NFL Combine. But what was the point of the HBCU Combine?
Okay. From what I'm gathering, I'm thinking it's more so along the lines of it being an environment where they would be able to get the NFL recruiters at a particular location to look at all these players. There were only 4 that was invited to the combine itself, which I'm still a little agitated behind that.
You said 4?
4.
I'm looking at 6.
6? Let me see here.
Number
You might be right.
Number 21 from University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. A quarterback from South Carolina State.
Right.
I know that's not true. Number 5 from the Rattlers. From a Florida A&M. Number 14 from South Carolina State, which is the wide receiver.
Right.
Number 18, whoever the green, yellow, and white team is.
That's Norfolk State.
Okay, this is number 18 from Norfolk. So it's 5 because 45 from Jackson State. We all know that's Big Houston. We all know that's Big Hugh. And it's crazy because when I'm looking at it and it says top 10 HBCU players to enter the 2022 NFL draft, let's debate. Well, we can't debate because it's not 10.
Right.
And I know for a fact this year alone, it should be at least 40 going into the combine.
I will disagree with you on that. I will say we still got a little tomfoolery going on out here. Just gonna keep it honest. There's a lot of athletes that I personally feel should be there that might not or did not get invited, which for the life of me I don't understand. There's a lot of opportunities there for players to have the opportunity to make a team. It's kind of like the young man that, oh my goodness, this kid was over at North Carolina A&T last year. He got drafted by the Broncos. He was a free agent that got picked up by the Broncos last year, and he ended up not making the team. So he had Certain and this young man, both were corners that ended up going to the Broncos. I'm like, man, them two out there on the field together, that's magic. I mean, we still couldn't cover a cold last season anyway.
Him and Patrick
Certain, having him out there on the field. And, you know, like one of the guys saying here that, you know, they'll see some players get signed outside the draft on the supplemental draft. And I'm like, that's great. But how many of these young men out here have been looking forward to hearing their name being called when it's that time, you know, day of the draft? I mean, come on, man. What? Let me ask you this: what was your favorite sport when you was growing up?
Football.
Okay. So many of us.
Actually, no.
Go ahead.
It was basketball. Basketball and was my favorite sport until I got in trouble for fighting. Then I loved to play football. Then I switched to football. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, you're more structured.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Because see, football is the only girlfriend that I ever loved, but I never cheated on me, and I can get as violent as I want and not go to jail.
Right. That's right.
And I did it on a high level for 29 years.
Hey, all I'm telling you is this. It's like this. You got all of these young men that, and like I'm going to use basketball analogy. who wanted to be drafted, by the NBA. And we already know it's what 12 spots on the team, 15 deep, where you got 3 for your, was that 2 for your reserves, and you got the locker room guy, right?
Right.
And think about all of the young men that had to go a different direction in order for them to have the opportunity just to play. I.e., we use the ball, we use the youngest ball kid. And matter of fact, not the youngest, we use the middle ball son.
Lonzo.
Not Lonzo, I think it's LaMelo.
LaMelo.
No, D'Angelo. I'm sorry. Melo's in Carolina.
Right.
But looking at it from the standpoint of this young man has been busting his hump to get over the mountaintop for him to have an opportunity to play in the NBA. And still for some reason.
After being blackballed.
Right. And still for some reason he can't get that playing time. And I'm trying to understand why.
Well,
what is it about this young man that he can't get playing time? Or he can't handle somebody's team?
But let me help you with that. It's not that his talent is not letting him play. It goes back to what happened in China.
Okay.
It goes back to when he was, but they tried to say that he was stealing when he wasn't. And because he fought it, it's, here's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Okay. So with all of that being said, looking at all of these young men right now that have busted their humps in order for them to have this opportunity. And again, they're being shunned by these other schools. Right. Now, my theory on this might shake up a couple of folks this month. But my thought process on it is simple. With everything that has taken place thus far in HBCU football, you see the ripple effect now that you got a lot of players that want to come to HBCUs to play football as well as basketball now. That's about to be an uptick on that as well. And when you put all of it together, you look at what's going on, and you look at what Coach Prime pulled off with the number 1 recruit in the nation. Now they want to say he's the number 3 because he chose HBCU. Explain that to me. But we'll touch that later. I'm saying all of that to say, you have to get folks to understand the fact that the money tree doesn't like when somebody else comes along and plants an even bigger money tree alongside theirs that's going to flourish out more money than what theirs has been flourished out before, because everybody is so accustomed to picking money off that tree. Well, i.e., our boys ain't really been able to pick much money off that tree. I'm just saying. So with all of that being said, you got a lot of people out here that's really agitated behind that, and they're really trying to do their best to push the narrative to try to keep them out. This is my personal opinion as far as what I've been seeing happening thus far. But you tell me what's your thoughts on it?
As far as the money tree situation,
no, just as far as just having the limited number of athletes that are able to participate. Hold on, let me check myself. Participate in the combine.
Honestly, I think it's trash, because I think everybody should have a right to participate in the combine.
Right.
And no matter how you look at it, I think at the end of the day, if you made it that far and you busting your tail and you on the team and you the number 1 this and the number 1 that, then guess what? If you the number 1 this and the number 1 that, you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. You deserve for everything out there to go according to plan. And the problem is a lot of people is not being seen, not being heard, none of that.
Right.
Let's take Felix Harper. I don't think he's one of the ones that's actually going to the combine, and I believe that he needs to be there.
Okay. I got one for you too. Jawan Pooty Carter, Norfolk State University.
Oh, he definitely deserved to be there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I say is. I mean, this young man here. He's really dear to me. I actually got to watch him play this year over there with with Felix Triggerman Harper, Stafford Anderson. Great young man, running back for Alcorn State University. He's another one. Great athlete. Ezra Gray over at Alabama State. Who is it? Jerry Gardner over at Mississippi Valley State. There's a lot of athletes out there that are being, to me personally, being overlooked. I want to say Keontae Hampton. Make sure I got that correct. Over at Jackson State. He's another one.
Well, Keontae's staying, ain't he?
Huh? Is it Keontae Hampton? I get them H's mixed up. I think it's Keontae Hampton. I think it is Hampton.
Nah, Keontae's staying.
Houston and hold on, I'm about to double check. You know me, I got to double check. Hold on, put that back up there. I'll go to this screen instead. I like to make sure my facts is on point because I don't be saying, "Hey man, you said blah blah blah." No.
You talking about Keith Corbin the third?
He's another good one as well. That's why I say a lot of these kids, a lot of these young men are being overlooked. And I'm just like, hey man. Hold on.
Keith Corbin III is definitely, I think he should get a wide outlook. I definitely believe that.
Yeah, it's Keontae have to declare for the draft from Jackson State.
So Keontae did declare for the draft?
Yep.
So how's that going to work if they haven't been to the combine?
I mean, what they'll do is they'll have pro days. So I mean, it's like this. The last time that we did this, I was talking about how USA Football and NFL, they combined together to do the clinics for everybody to get acclimated as far as the different trainings and things that they wanted us to do on a youth level, going all the way up to high school and college. So what they did is during that weekend, they would have the combine going on that same weekend in Indianapolis. So, with that being said, what's going to happen is they'll have their pro days at their local college or at a particular location and go out there and showcase what they can do. And see and let it, let things lay the way they need to lay, which is what everybody's looking for to happen. But like Coach Prime said, I'm like, what is it going to hurt you to have an additional, what is it? What do you say? Two players per team, something to that aspect. Come to the actual combine itself. I'm like, you got all them people out there with all them stopwatches and whatever have you. I'm like, you just got to add a couple more lines onto your Excel spreadsheet there that you mark it off as far as with times or whatever have you. I'm like, come on, man, let's really get into this and see what these kids can do. Because I mean, if we really want to nitpick here, I mean, we can go down the line and look at some of these players that's actually having the opportunity to go that shouldn't be there. You trying to take me there tonight. You trying to take me there tonight. I'm trying to stay neutral, dog. You trying to take me there tonight. Cut that out, man.
And here we go.
I'm trying to stay neutral, dog. Come on, man. Hey, my folks know Coach like to keep the positive vibes, baby. We got to keep the positive vibes, dog.
Man, it's all positive, man. Shout out to everybody that's on your platform, Coach. It's all positive, and everybody looking like, why Dana zipping up his jacket? Because we're going to talk about my school. We're going to talk about my school. And I'm going to send a direct message. I'm going to send a direct message to the boosters.
What you got?
But that's coming up. Wait.
I tell you must have saw the video. Because you just said boosters. I take it you must have seen the video that I put up a couple of days ago.
No, I didn't. I ain't get the binge watch yet.
Okay. All right.
So you spoke on the boosters of Baltimore?
I threw it in there a little bit. But we'll get to that part when we get to that part. We'll get to that part.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there.
Cause hey, matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let me shout out my good friend right now, Savion Wilkerson. Savion Wilkerson he transferred from Delaware State. He's now over at West Virginia University, running back over there. Great young man. I just talked to him on my way in here, trying to get on with you as well as my middle son, Justin. I hope he's having a good evening. I had to get some business situated with him, finally getting things together on where he's going to take his talents to go play collegiate football. So we're trying to work a lot of different things out, man. I got multiple hats going on right now. So, we shaking and baking, brother.
Shout out to Savion, man. I look forward to seeing you in that blue and gold. And that navy blue and gold. I want to see how fast you are, because you got to be fast to be over there. But for your son, I hope he going to thee I love.
No,
Jackson.
No.
Oh my God.
We how they say? Sometimes you got to put the plan to have the backup plan with the backup plan. You feel me? Hey, Pop's got to move this thing how we got to move it, dog. We got to move the needle how we got to move it. You feel me?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. Something like just something like.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's not at thee I love.
Nah. Hey, don't get me wrong. He want to go. He want to go.
Hey, Dion, you need to call him right now. Hey, Shador, I know you watching. You need to call Coach right now, Shador.
He want to go. He definitely want to go.
Man.
Like I said, hey man, I'm proud of my man. Like I said, we've been up and down the road, man. We was on the road this weekend. Went to school up in North Carolina, so we've been riding, do a little ride.
So is he ready to go?
Yeah. These kids, they think they grown, man. They wanna do their thing, man. You know how it go. They want to have at it and do they due diligence. They want to be grown, so to speak. You feel me? So I kind of okay. The oldest one, he hit me up last week, Friday. He probably watched it too. What's going on, son? I got something for you too. But yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Hey. Daddy on the warpath right now. Only one ain't getting it is baby girl. She light work. She don't give me all the problems like everybody else. So
baby girl, like, nah, don't put me in the middle of that.
Nah. She just want to make sure I'm selling them Girl Scout cookies. That's all. She cool.
So what do you think about? What is your opinion on Jackson State going to the Capitol?
I love it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it allowed Jackson State to be in the face of the people, to show them how much they appreciate them, along with the fact that you got a lot of dignitaries up there. You get to have them conversations with the dignitaries that you might have to schedule a meeting here and there, or whatever have you. You get to go ahead and have that. Hey, remember now, we came through on our end. Hey, you rub mine, I rub yours. Let's go. So, and not to mention, man, it's good to let those young men get there and really get a chance to be around the people, for the people to really enjoy them as far as what they were able to accomplish last year, and just let them know, hey, look, none of this is possible without them. So that's basically my standpoint. I kind of felt that. I liked exactly how that all went down. I'm waiting to find out what they're gonna do about the stadium. Now that's gonna be something to really hear what's going down with that. Because once that pop off, well, oof,
I think they're supposed to be redoing it this year, right?
I don't know. They haven't really given a definitive time as far as when they're going to break ground or when everything is going to get popping with that. So we'll definitely have to wait and see how that goes, and then let the needle move the way it need to move.
I say it's only right, but if you give Dion a dome.
I don't think they'll kick that kind of money out for that, bro.
Actually, a dome is not that expensive. I think they should. Now, I didn't say a retractable dome, but I think Jackson State need that dome. I think they need that dome, but they got that Deion Sanders emblem on it on both sides, and like the kind that was on his tennis shoe. He need that Deion Sanders on both sides, and he need that Jackson State emblem in the middle.
They're gonna donate that. That new stadium, I believe, will be named after coach. Forgive me. They got a classic coming up this year. I'm trying to remember the name of the classic that stadium will be named after. Boy, the people in Mississippi have a fit, boy, if they name that stadium after Coach Prime and not after is it W.C. Gordon? I might be wrong. They would lose their mind if that was to happen and not, name that after him. So no, that Coach Prime got to wait his turn on that one. That's not going to go down right now.
Well, no, they can give Prime the stadium and give that dignitary or that person or that old coach, you can give him the street.
No.
And
they ain't like
or you give Dude the stadium and give Deion the street. One of the other have to happen.
Well, Coach Prime, I would say this. I believe the people of Jackson, Mississippi would more so want Coach Prime to bring in a couple of Celebration Bowl championships. Then they'd gladly probably name a street after him or anything else like that. We'll have to see what's going on. I got one of the guys over here talking about Coach Prime for mayor.
You know what? I agree with that guy.
Coach Simmons said, Coach Simmons talking about Coach Prime for mayor. I'm like, right. Man, cut it out.
Man, look, tell Coach Simmons, man, he need to come on the show, man. Look, we need, see, the thing is, we want to make this an integration show where the coaches come on and talk, because we talk about anything. You never know what might come up sport related. What might come up. And you know what I'm saying? Because last time we did it, we talked about everything. And my cat
we definitely had a barbershop type theme going on with that one where everybody was able to pop in and have conversation and dialogue as far as everything that, we were discussing that evening, which was great. I had a good time with that. I mean, like I said, many of my subs. Hey, guys, for all of you that's over here on the Tomorrow Leader Sports Network channel, don't forget you can check out DanaJay at the DanaJay Show, correct? All right. Y'all can check him out at the DanaJay Show as well. He talks about a lot of stuff. And if you want your petty on some of everything, he's your guy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But, hey, he's a solid brother, man, because y'all already know I deal with solid folks, man. He's a solid brother. He's a good dude. And definitely, man, y'all, that's something that you will want to check out, all right? So if you got a chance, check out his show. He puts up some great stuff.
And shout out to everybody that's over here. It's not no if Dream Team. Y'all go to Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. Oh my God. And on top of that, but I have a couple friends from over Oak Cove, like Fat Boy. He coaches youth football in Florida.
Right.
But I have a homie up in Baltimore. He have one of the strongest semi-pro teams, which is Parham. Parham have the Baltimore Canes.
Okay.
And you already know Coach Rhoda have the Cap City Seahawks.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it so that coaches everywhere, players everywhere, jump on and just talk about things. Last time we talked about for the state of semi-pro football. At the end of the day, let's keep it here. It's a couple NFL players that played semi-pro, like Tyreek Hill.
Facts.
Matter of fact, if his coach in Alabama ain't tell him, look, go to that trial, and we wouldn't have heard about a Tyreek Hill.
Right.
And he went there and smoked everybody up in Kansas City. And they said that he did it in sweatpants. And he wasn't running off.
He's still waving at folks as he take that thing to the house. So, what can you say, man? What can you say?
Man. But let's jump on the jacket I got, man. Let's just jump on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm very disappointed. And I'm going to open some nuggets that a lot of people don't know. Okay. I still say this. Coach Earl Davis should be the running back coach forever at Morgan State. I'm going to say it again. And if you think I'm lying, just look him up. Earl Davis. He played in the HBCU in Louisiana, and he held the rushing title in Louisiana. That's the first person in an HBCU to run for over 500 yards in a game. And I didn't say run for 500. He ran over 500.
Okay.
I don't like the way they did him at Morgan State. They actually stripped him of being a running back coach. And I'm going to say this. Without Earl Davis, and I'm going to go here. Without Coach Davis, Earl Davis, I called him my pop-pop. Love the man. I will always love him. He put up with my bull shenanigans when I got to Morgan, and
understood.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. Man.
Let me ask you this: for a coach of that magnitude to be able to reach you, to have you speak out, for you to just lay it down without it being any type of turmoil, well, not necessarily turmoil, but like any type of backlash or any type of you're not interested in speaking. You know how a lot of athletes nowadays they're getting that vein where they have that attitude where they're unapproachable. You know what I'm saying? Unapproachable leads to being uncoachable.
Right.
What was it about that coach that was able to break through that barrier? Not saying you had those type of barriers up, but he was able to break through the barriers to get to you, for you to be able to relate to him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this: being in the situation that I was in, but I went from banging to Rob paying for my college, and then when I got to college, I still had the street mentality. Okay. So when I took his class, I'll never forget it. His class is like in Hurt Gym, and you go downstairs, and you gotta go down these long steps. I was going down to the steps, going to the weight room, going to the separate weight room, rapping DMX. And I came through, and when I came through, what these bitches want from a nigga, and I was loud. And he said, young man, mind you, I got earphones on. What these bitches want from a nigga? What you want? What? I just had my creatine in the morning, and I'm ready to go pump. I'm ready to go push a mine up. What these bitches want from a nigga? What? He said, young man. And I ain't him. So then he started banging on the window, because the way the window is, and the way his office is and behind a glass. So he banged on the window lightly. I still ain't hit. So another dude grabbed me and was like, yo, Coach D wants you. I said, what? Man, what? Man, I'm about to go put some weight. Man, what you touch me for? I said, Coach D wants you. So I come up there. I'm like this. Coach D said, take the earphones off. So I took the earphones off. And he said, hi, I'm Coach D. I said, how you doing, Coach D? He said, my real name is Coach Davis. I'm the running back coach here at Morgan State University. I was like, yes, what's up? But I'm coming back to play DN and outside linebacker. He said, give me 25. So I look, what? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He said, give me 25. Cool. I'm knocking out 25, no problem. Boom, 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 boom. But I get up, but I said, did I do something wrong? He said, look at the wall. I looked at the wall, and he said, slap the wall hard. And I'm slapping the wall. Bow, bow. And my hand turning red. He said, now say the B word again. And I'm slapping the wall, and I'm like, you bitch. He said, give me 25. And I'm sitting back, and before I'm catching on, at this time, I'm already at 150 and my arm's hurting. He said, slap the wall again. Get real mad. And he said, cuss again. And I stopped and I said, wait a minute. The wall is not responding back to me. And every time I cuss, I do push-ups. He said, a teachable lesson comes out of hurt, don't it? I said, yes, sir. And he said, so when you walking around calling people bitches, saying what these bitches want from a nigga, they look at you as being an ignorant nigga.
Right.
And I said, huh? And he said, anybody can be ignorant. And anybody can be a nigga. But it's bad when you put a ignorant and nigga together.
Facts.
At that point, I said, yo, this man kicking knowledge. So then I went from what these bitches want from a nigga to
Right.
So then it's like when I got on the field, it was like people saw what I was doing because I actually walked on. But I didn't have a scholarship. People saw what I was doing. But I had a learning problem because by me having dyslexia, it's like I learned different. Right. So I'll start picking majors out the woodwork, and it's like, but by this time I had like 3 different majors. So I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna graduate, bro.
Right.
And then the best thing I had is when I had my counselor in Coach D's office, and in his counselor name was Mr. Jeff, and he broke down my classes for me. He said, look, you got classes you taking that you don't even need. What are you doing? I said, I never had an advisor. And the thing was, when I heard they stripped Coach D of the running back coach, I looked at it 3 ways. Everybody that made it to the NFL out of Morgan State University was because of Coach Davis.
Gotcha.
Nobody else. The prospects didn't come to Morgan for pro day if Coach Davis didn't reach out to Olive Branch. So now you taking something away from the kids that's going to the league. On top of that, you taking away a perfectly good mentor for people who just need that extra molding when they first get into college. What are you doing? You setting them up for failure.
Fact.
A person like that, even when he retire, you keep him around for motivation.
Right.
And a lot of people, I mean, let's look at Bradshaw Littlejohn. Let's look at Jesus, the Colts and Buffalo running back, Chad Simpson. Let's look at Shanko from Minnesota. All of them got a look because of who? Coach Davis.
Facts.
And now you telling me you go from Coach Hill. And we all know why Coach Hill not there no more. But look, Coach Hill was just a man.
Right.
Can I believe that there? Coach Hill was just a man. Right. If you throwing it to him and you're an adult and you're in college, he gonna take it.
Facts.
I don't care if you're playing on a women's basketball team or if you're the cheerleader or if you're the cheerleader overseer. Right. If you throwing it to him, he gonna take it.
Right.
If both of y'all single, hey, it is what it is. Hey. So I'm looking at it crazy because, and you let Coach Hill go, okay? Then you bring in the guy that you run off. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
The latest guy.
Wheatley. Boy.
You ran him
off. Come on with it. You playing with it. Come on with it.
You ran Tyrone Wheatley off. Why? He not the one that Jake Paul knocked out. So why would you run off a person that's doing something good? Okay, you ain't select Baltimore hometown. Watch this. Coach Hill. And I'm going to tell you the class that I was in. We seen Roderick Wolf. We seen Chad Simpson. We seen Bradshaw Littlejohn. And we seen Curtis from Buffalo, New York. And we seen a lot of them folks. But watch this. None of them, except for a few, got a real good look.
True.
Why? Chad, third string running back, turned heads by returning kicks. I asked Chad, I said, yo, you one of the ones that made it to the next level. We stopped at the practice squad. You made it to the next level. how does it feel getting hit? And you know what he told me? Every time I got hit, it felt like I was in a car accident.
That was some serious hitting going on.
But wait, Shanko said the same thing.
Right.
And I'm sitting back like, huh? He said, yo, every time I got hit, I felt like I was in a car accident. He said, I never forget it when we played Baltimore and I cut back into the arms of Ray Lewis. Only thing I did was pray. And I said, which Ray? And he said, 5 years out before he left Ray. I said, oh, the demon. That's who you met on the field, right. The demon. So I'm looking at it like, and when people were like, oh, he washed up, he a bum. I'm talking about these people in semi-pro, these young boys. He washed up, he bum. Yo, it's not that they washed up and they're bum. They still trying to give you something, but look at that track record.
Right.
Me personally, I have 9 semi-pro rings. But that means I've been to the mountaintop 9 times.
Right.
I was part of a squad 9 times and got highlight. But I had a little dude tell me, oh, you don't got that step no more, you're a bum. Okay. So what I forgot, I still know. I can jump out there and play multiple positions.
Right.
But the hurtful thing is, my number one position that I love to play is special teams. And like I tell everybody, and they be like, wait a minute, why you like special teams? I'm a special person.
Yeah, you on a suicide mission.
Thank you. Somebody else know. You
on a suicide mission.
You have to be semi-retarded to play special teams.
Gotcha.
I mean, coach, am I lying?
No.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Take a Scotch person do that one.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when the ball is kicked off, right?
Right.
You setting everybody up.
Right.
And the way I used to do it is once the ball kick, I would take one skip step and fake like I'm walking. And I will run away from the play. That way, when you come back, I'm peeling your tail right. It's like semi-truck. That's why I'm pissed, because they saying you can't crack back no more. Why? No. That's football.
You got to extend your hands out first. Man, when you coming down the field at them, when you coming down the field at them now, it's like you have to be facing. So when you facing, as you coming up, as you running towards them, you have to extend your hands out. Let them know that because I'm not gonna lie to you, I used to love it myself. I would love to decleat somebody every opportunity that I had. Crackbacks, side backs, smack backs, whatever back you want to put back there, I'm cracking them. Just because I say, hey, I'll pick me one out there on the field, let them know I'm coming to get you. And that's just how it went.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say this. On a crackback, that's a perfect setup. But I'm gonna tell you, I'll never forget it. Semi-pro, I was playing for the Maryland Phantoms. Mm-hmm. And we played this team. Shout out to Coach Robinson and the Phoenix. And their star player, I'll never forget, he's 6'8", 312, was talking mad trash. Yeah, I'm going to rape this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. My whole team getting upset. I came on the field. I said, I'm going to put him in a dirty basement. And I'm going to duct tape him. And I'm going to rape him. And everybody said, huh? I said, and it starts on kickoff. He won't be back. Everybody like, wait a minute, Dana, what you talking about? They kicked the ball off to us. I ran around the whole play. A full 360. And he came down talking, what up, wow. And then I spun when I hit him, because we both collided. I spun back. I did the Booker T spinneroonie. But I did a Booker T spinneroonie, and I came up and threw the hands across. Coach Robinson said, What you do to my boy? He tried to stand up, collapse, and start throwing up sleep. At that point, I said it. I said, you don't talk trash to no team that I'm on. Because I solely want you. I don't care about nobody else.
Right.
I didn't care if I got thrown out the game. My mission was, when you said you're going to rape my quarterback, nigga, you got to come down to duct tape and dirty basement street. And I learned that from none other than the animal, Uncle Jerry. And he made sure, and before every game, and we said the animal prayer. And everybody was like, huh? What is an animal prayer? A prayer that you don't mind if you don't come back normal.
Right.
And you don't mind if you don't come back normal. So it's like, I was like the hype man. Because when I got on the field, everybody suit up immediately, and we pray. And then we hit that dear Lord, the battles we fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we hit that immediately. And then if I really felt funky, give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! And then from there, I'm gone. And from there, I'm a limousine ride, jet fly, and everybody like, Dana, go. He gone. So it's
you
like,
really check in at that time.
right. So then it was like, when I got to Georgia, I started playing for this team, but that's no longer around. And they was kind of dry a little bit. So
Not the Broncos.
yeah. Yeah. Shout out to James Montgomery. I mean, I can play a little clip and you can see me decleating somebody up at Cam Newton's old school. But
you go to Westlake.
yeah, you see me decleating somebody up there, but they thought that I was retarded, really, because when I got there, I said, "Yo, everything I say, just repeat after me," and they was like, "All right," and I just did the whole hurricane chant. Kill, 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 murder, 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 kill, kill. Man, James Montgomery like, Dana, what are you doing?
Right.
I mean,
I need to relax with some of that, bro.
but I mean, I went through the whole joint. I had parents looking at me like, this dude talking about kill, 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 murder. But that's how you got, we had to play the Horsemen. Man, that's not a walk in the park. Then we had to play Coach Holmes and them and the Cardinals. That wasn't a walk in the park. And then at that time, he was playing running back.
Ooh.
So he like 6'9", 350. Man, look.
That's a load.
Right. So it's like, one thing about me is that I did some things, and then it's like, when I got mad, I go play for a rival team. Yes, the Broncos beat the rival team that I played for 50-0. But I got my hits in.
Right.
And from that point, they was like, Dana, are you come back home? Because we don't want to feel this no more. So I was going to retire, but I'm taking one more year over to the Georgia Titans. And the most hurtful thing that I'm going to have to do is watch somebody else play special teams. Because I just don't have it in me no more to play special teams. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the dark side. So I'm getting right to play DN. But if I got to get on that O-line.
You got to go play left field on the D-line, bro? Huh?
Man, look. And we need some.
Nah, I'm retired, bro.
We need some. Come on out.
I'm fully retired. No.
After this year, I'm going to fully be retired, man. But I'm definitely getting out there. I'm just not built that way no more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them two plays. I'm going to give them two plays. It's like I'm going to give them 2 plays every time it's time for us to go out. So I'm gonna play both sides of the ball.
Hold on, J-Rock said when he was trying out for the basketball team, we had to run suicides, and I still get sick thinking about all of that running. Oh, wait. Coach Simmons said, we had a boy that started singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot before goal line plays at North Texas. Scared the crap out of me. I was like, bro. See, when you start singing hymns like that, hey, coach, come get this helmet, dog.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you some crazy stuff. No, I'm gonna tell you some crazy stuff. What I did, right? I'm gonna just tell y'all, I'm not a racist. I want y'all to know that, right? I'm not a racist. So before I say it, everybody be like, yo. But when I played for the Phantoms, right? And when I came and played for the Broncos, right in the 20, I line up on defense, right? And I say, days never ending, master got me working. One day, master going to set me free. And everybody looking like, what's going on? But as soon as the ball go, I'm gone. Right. Two things. I got you mesmerized that I'm coming by singing a song. And the next thing is you freed me up to hurt your quarterback.
Facts.
My whole goal is, in football, I have no friends.
Facts.
So I'm not going to help you up off the ground. No, I'm going to hit you until you don't come back.
That's right.
And see, and now, this is what I mean. People talk all this crazy stuff. Oh, yo, I do this. But on the football field, you friendly.
Yeah, can't be friendly out there.
Man, look, I wish football go back to the old days of Steve Atwater, Dick Buckus, Deacon Jones. I'm still trying to figure out how that man got a hand, and he will slap your head.
I'm sorry, Dana, but that won't happen. We got too many pansies out here playing this game nowadays, and it just ain't. It's not gonna go back to that anymore. Not to mention, times have changed, and you got people out here now that if they get hit a particular way, they ready to go to their car and the game is over with. So it is what it is. One of the guys said, "You don't want that."
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody want the highlight of running somebody over, but nobody want that highlight of being hit.
True. That's right.
And I ain't gonna lie, I've been on the receiving end of both. It's not until you really get ran over that you can say that'll never happen again.
Right. That's right. I had that happen to me once. I hit the leading receiver on a crossing route and stood over. Told myself, I bet you won't come back this way again. And before I looked up, his running back boy caught me from the side, boy, depleted me right there in practice. I was like, ooh, we on that type of time. I got to keep my head on the swivel.
Man,
that happened when I was over at Morris Brown. So I was like, nah, we know what time it is now. I said, welcome to college.
I'm going to tell you.
Welcome to college.
I was playing semi-pro, and we played this team called the Saints. I'll never forget it. A boy named Black.
Mm-hmm.
He's about 5. He about 5'8", 5'9", about 220. I lied to you not. This dude must eat weights for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wait. Guys, Gift said Dana wasn't trying to say the name. Dana wasn't trying to say the team name, but he came out with it, laughing out loud.
I'm just saying, like, dog, we played the Saints and Black. I never forget it. Dog.
He said, don't say it.
Dog, I'm skipping around, warming up. This dude walks down to the goal line, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I ever seen this in football, period. And I've been around football all my life. This dude put on a weighted bodysuit with the weight showing and sprinting with it. I said, oh, what is that? Everybody like, yo, that's a person. No, what is that?
Right.
That's not normal.
That's a cyborg.
That's not normal. So I said, okay, he come this way, I'm laying the boom. That's the reason why I will not wear a Riddell speed helmet anymore. I went straight up with him. I had not a concussion, but I had a migraine for 3 days. The rest of that game and 3 days after.
Cool,
Nah, bro.
But back to your college though. Morgan State. All right. In a nutshell, the good folks up there was giving Coach a little, giving him the blues about where he was recruiting from. These are just reports that were coming out, here and there. He picked up 2 kids from California. He picked up 2 kids from Detroit, from Michigan, 2 from Florida, and 1 from Texas. And they were upset at the fact that they didn't understand why didn't he go get.
Oh, wait.
What?
Hold on a second, Coach. J-Rock, am I saying what I think I'm saying? Georgia State University versus Jackson State on September the 7th? 17th?
That's Grammar State.
Where?
That's Jackson. That's gonna be in Jackson. Hey, J-Rock, I don't know if that schedule is correct yet. So I should have something coming on that soon once they drop it, because they had a lot of stuff going on with this daggone. This really gonna get you started. That Southern Heritage Classic. Wait. Let's finish up with Morgan State first. Morgan State. This is the thing. Morgan State. There's a lot of folks up there that got upset with where Coach Wheatley was going to recruit these players from, and for some strange reason, I don't understand why everyone up the coast has this. If you can get to them with a tank of gas, then hey, let's go recruit that way. And Coach Wheatley was like, look, man, we got to step outside the box. They already got a young team. He got a bunch of freshmen that's on that team. He has a few upperclassmen at some key positions, but he needed to go get some players and bring them into the program. Well, people got a little upset about that. They got a little upset about it. And basically, he just went on ahead and did his thing. The Broncos came along. The coach that he used to coach with, he decided, hey, he's going to go ahead, take his talents and go back to the pros for some strange reason. I'm like, and still haven't got any updated information on why did that happen. Because, he's been there 2 years. He's only been on the sideline. He's been there 3 years. He's only been on the sideline 2, because you got to remember the pandemic happened in 2020.
What?
Okay, J-Rock, that'll work.
So the boosters ran him out of Baltimore?
I'm not going to say that the boosters ran him out, but there was a lot of people that was pissed off at the fact that they went, 3-9 this year? Was that in 2019 they went 2-9. I believe this year they went 3-9. But, he didn't have any pieces. Like, everybody – see, this is the thing.
We haven't had a winning schedule ever since 2013.
Morgan State used to keep top-tier players coming into the program.
That's because of Coach D. That's because of Coach Davis.
Y'all had 2 coaches that was previously was it Coach Hill and Coach not Coach Hill, Coach Hunt. Am I saying that right? I'm trying to remember his name right off. But y'all had 2 coaches that were there that really built that program up like back to back as far as what was going on with them setting up everything for you guys to have the players that you needed.
No. Are you talking about Coach Hill and Coach Hunt? No. What? I'm not letting that get away. No.
Okay.
Coach Hill's success came from Coach Davis. Coach Davis was nothing but the running back coach. But he would go do the recruiting and he would go get the players there. and Coach Davis have Florida on lock. The Florida boys love Coach Davis. And after they did what they did to him, you seen Morgan going downhill.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to understand like what in the world is going on. But the crazy thing is, y'all got a lineman that just came over there to that school, Wendell Wowo Mo. Great young man out of Long Beach Poly High School. When I say monster, this kid gonna bring the pain. He plays with a different matter of fact. He plays the way you were singing the DMX song going into the weight room. That's how he blacks
What's
out
his
on the
name?
field. Wendell Wowo Mo. They call him Wowo.
I wouldn't even want to line up over somebody named Whoa.
Hey, bro. He come with it. He come with it. Hold on, I got a question. Why did not give Davis a shot at head coach? Christopher, who you talking about for Morgan State? He said, I assume local talent helps fill the stands. That's true, too. I can agree with that. Because, like I said, there's a lot of folks that go with that as well.
I'm about to text Coach D right now. Hold on.
Okay, he talking from Morgan State. He wanted to know why didn't they give Coach Davis a shot at head coach over there?
That I want to know the same thing. Coach Davis deserved it. He deserved it.
There's a lot of folks that really don't. Like I said, man, I mean, right now, with the climate of how everything is going right now, it's kind of crazy, man, because you don't really know which direction everything is going to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're trying to figure out, is the wave going to be bringing in an NFL coach for them to come and lead this team, or what exactly is it that they're looking to do? Because like I said, right now, I don't know. I'm really trying to figure this out. Because like I said, you got Coach Hugh Jackson over at Grambling. You got Coach Prime over at Jackson State. You got Coach Bubba McDowell at PV, Prairie View. So, now you got you're trying to figure out who's going to fill the vacant spot over at Morgan State. That's going to be interesting to see as well.
I would love to see Coach Davis over there, man. I don't care what nobody say. I would love to see Coach Davis over there.
I mean, hey, anything's possible. It's just a matter of if they're willing to take a chance on them. Like I had a buddy of mine, Coach Simmons. He's in here right now. He mentioned to me earlier today about what about Eric Bieniemy? And I'm like, as I explained it to him, I said, you got to look at a lot of these coaches who may be considering wanting to go coach at you want them to come coach at an HBCU. How long do you think they're going to last at an HBCU? At the first opportunity they get to go coach or get a head coach position in the pros, if that's something that they really want to do. I mean, why would you really want to invest any time into that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see them really giving Eric Bieniemy a head coaching job. I see them pushing all the coaches of color out. What needs to happen is we don't need to jump on nobody else's wave, and we need to make our own wave. And the Super Bowl halftime show showed a lot of defiance. If we as a people stand together, we can build our own. Prime example. I'm going back to it. A lot of people say Antonio Brown's a prima donna. But when he walked out, everybody else should have walked out. But people looking at it like, man, he a fool. I ain't doing that. But why not? Why stand there and continue to play when he was told that he's fired on the sideline?
Facts.
He did what he was told to do. They told him to leave. He took off his stuff and left. So everybody made that, oh no, he's a problem. He's this, he's that. Why he's a problem? So now watch this. He's a problem, but Kyler Murray's not. Kyler Murray just did the most craziest thing ever.
I got to disagree with that one. Kyler Murray is getting I've been on my fasting here, limiting my cussing for a little while now. You feel me? So I'm trying to make sure I put the right word in there.
And I ain't cussed today. Good thing.
Let me see. Oh man, I believe there's a smear campaign going on with this man right now, in which you got to look at it from this standpoint. Kyler Murray is getting ready to get paid, and if people are not paying attention to the fact that no one expected this young man to bring the Cardinals forward like they have been doing thus far. You got a coach out there on the sideline that don't know what's going on. He's trying to figure out everything in between. It's kind of like Ty Lue, forgive me for saying this. If this get back to you, I apologize. But it's kind of like when Ty Lue was calling timeouts in the game, and Cleveland didn't have any timeouts at that time. Or, excuse me, Coach Prime, I got one for you too, in which I think Coach Prime might have made that mistake once as well, where he went to call a timeout and they didn't have any left. They had to grab him before he did it. I'm trying to remember if that actually happened or not. So
I don't remember that.
I'm just saying, I'm just let my mind run right now. So, but I do remember Ty Lue did it in that Cleveland basketball game. I forgot who they were playing against, and I'm just sitting here really trying to figure, like, when is enough for us, man? I mean, you got the coach that's from Miami. He decided, hey, he literally blew up his career, so to speak. I'm waiting to see who's going to hire him as the next head coach with everything that he said about Miami. And now you got all of this chaos going on, but now they're hiring black coaches again. So where does that leave us? You get what I'm saying? You muted, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. It the whole thing about the black coach thing, right? I seen this coming a while back. You know what I mean? And it's like they want to isolate us as people into one sector. Right. But they want to use us as the mainframe for their sector. Here's my thing. We should have a united front, whereas that if you can't accept who we send to the HBCU combine, you shouldn't be able to accept nobody. But it goes back to the Bear Bryant effect. And everybody wonder why I don't like Alabama. Bear Bryant said it. At one point, Bear Bryant said, I don't want no nigga playing on my team. He got out there and got spanked by USC. He turned around and told his coaches, I don't want not that nigga leaving Alabama or surrounding areas. I want him here at Alabama. And now look what you see. And because people don't know the history, oh yeah, I love Alabama. No, stop. No. Why do you love Alabama? Why can't you love Alabama State more than you love Alabama? Picture this. What if Alabama State had the recruits that Nick Saban had?
It's funny.
Would you still be talking Alabama?
No. And look at it like this. When you do a search for Alabama State, you pull up Alabama. You literally have to put in there Alabama State Hornets in order for you to get information on Alabama State Hornets.
Right.
Which I feel is totally disrespectful. But I agree with where you're coming from, because there's a lot of people that don't quite understand, like, all of the trials and tribulations that we've had to go through in order to just become a part of what's going on. You know, it's just like with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson had the opportunity to go to Alabama. He chose Auburn over Alabama. Why? Because Bear Bryant wasn't going to play him. So I'm like, where does that leave you? I mean, it's just it's so much chaos that goes on with all of this stuff. People don't quite understand that. When you dive deep into all of this stuff to find out what's really going on, they don't get it. It's kind of like right now with HBCUs, where we have so many folks that you would rather cut down. You rather cut down the daggone community of what the HBCUs is looking to do to make a point instead of pushing it forward to lift it up. Because what people don't understand is it's more than just us watching. Like a lot of folks, when you do your commentary about a lot of other things that you talk about, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm in the bushes. I'm in the bushes watching." And sometimes the boo birds might come out and have something to say, because they may not agree with your take, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to be able to disagree healthy, have a healthy conversation where you're able to disagree is one thing. To just come back and just really just want to lambaste, a program or person or, whatever the heck they got going on. I'm like, it's sad, man. I mean, if we're not going to build this up and push this daggone HBCU community forward, then who's going to do it? Because look at it like this. It's just like South Carolina. I probably got the wrong Carolina, but one of the Carolinas, they had everything that African Americans asked for. We had our own restaurants, we had our own bus services, we had everything that we need to do, taxis, all of that. But we didn't want to go with that. We wanted to go with the other. And as soon as we started wanting to go with the other, guess what happened? You got all this chaos going on. So it's always been a problem that we can never accept what we have or what we built for ourselves. It's more so we want to deviate and go over here to be accepted instead of just saying, hey, look, we are accepted amongst ourselves. And even amongst ourselves, we still have people that don't want to accept us. So I guess that kind of, ties into everything that's going on from that standpoint.
Here's what I'm going to say.
With the divide.
Here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to go ahead, Coach. And I'm going to stand on this. Because Coach Davis, and I'm going back to it, because Coach Davis is an upstanding guy. You never heard nothing negative about Coach Davis. Yes, he corrected everybody when they were wrong, but he also praised them when they were right. If Morgan State don't do right by Coach Davis and giving him that head coaching job, they will never see another winning season. They will never see it. And I'm going to go here again. I'm going to say it like this. Without Coach Davis, the spirit and the heart of Morgan is gone. I don't care who you bring in, but when you go to that football field, and I lied you not, just go look at the video, don't lie.
Right.
When you go look at that film and the band playing, Banner, we are the best, yeah, they don't get crunk until Coach Davis' bow-legged self come out there and do that hat top. When he do that hat top and they go, we are the best, it's a whole nother electricity. Coach D can even just walk out there and he'll walk, and if somebody doing something off and line, Coach D will say, hey, my man. Once that, hey, my man, everybody stop and looks at Coach D at attention. Any man that have that type of command and don't got to raise his voice and want to see you progress.
Right.
Why wouldn't you give him a shot, a fair shot at that? I'm not talking about no 1 year and then, oh, no, you ain't go nowhere. No, give him the shot, and you gave Coach Hill. Because most of the players that came through Coach Hill came from Coach Davis. And the only reason how I know is because on the days when I got put out of class, I was sitting in that man's office getting lectured and getting lectured like crazy, and I would hear the calls coming in. I would hear the calls coming in. Yeah. I would hear the calls coming in. And when the calls come in, it's like, look, I got the, yo, I just love good people, man.
Facts.
And I mean, and Coach Davis is such a good guy to the point where I really believe Morgan is overlooking their potential gem. Even if you don't want to hire him as a head coach, make him the assistant coach and let him recruit.
But see, that was why they brought. That was why Tyrone Wheatley was there.
But they ran him off. And they ran him off why? Because Coach Davis is not there. Coach Davis should have been the head coach and when Hill left. Well, Hill ain't leave, but and when Hill left, he should have been the head coach then.
What about you talk about Dr. Hill Ely? They talk about bringing him back. I seen a couple of folks leaving the comments talk about bringing him back. Hit the mute, dog. You muted.
Bring back who?
Hill Ely.
Never at Morgan State again. He will never be able to come back.
Why not?
I will never air out dirty laundry, but he will never be able to come back.
We'll talk about that offline. Hold on. Christopher said, build up HBCU football as their money in college football. The SEC as a conference made around $77.8 million. Well, hold on. Let me respond back to that. Check this out, guys. In the SEC alone, they get to get a payout to each school is going to get a payout that's going to be retarded. I forgot the actual number.
Why?
More than the like 50 something million that they got before. So check this out. Check this out. I did a video on this probably about a year and a half or so ago. What happened was when the pandemic hit, all of the different colleges and universities, they were slashing like different sports to make sure that their books stayed in order because they were trying to make sure everything was within budget. Well, the crazy thing was the SEC, they had money. So they made sure that if their colleges and universities was in some type of trouble, they could go ahead and fund them out the money to make sure that they were still able to stay afloat and do all the things that they need to do without it being a problem. But for us, we sit there looking like, yo, where the money coming from? Nobody knows. This is my thing. We J-Rock stupid. He said, Coach Walker. He said, Coach Walker, Dana, your thoughts on Hugh Jackson possibly adding Art Brock? Woo!
I love it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, JJ Rock. I love it. I'm going to tell you why I love it. Because one of us is giving one of them a chance at redemption. How often do you see that happen in the southern states?
Hold on. Christopher said that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Christopher,
hey, Christopher, don't look at it like that. Look at it like
Chris giving zeros.
Look at it like this. It's a new chance to be redeemed by a brother. I'm not going to lie.
J-Rock, you gotta be kidding me, man. Y'all trying to put me in the hot seat with this one because I'm about to let one fly, boy. Like, ain't no
cussing. And remember, we on the no cussing fast. We can't cuss. But if Coach Davis come back to Morgan, I guarantee you the winning streak will come back. I'm going to put it to you like this.
J-Rock, I'm going to try and tackle this one, bro. You got me with that one today, boy. Hey, matter of fact, hey, J-Rock, I'm going to do this for you just so I don't cuss. GS, you. I thought you knew. So, all right, hold on. Let me get this together, man. Golly. All right. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't think it was a bad idea. I just think that it's a lot of, we wouldn't get that type of opportunity. And the crazy thing is, like Coach Simmons, good dude. He and I, we talk all the time about a lot of this different stuff. And, you know, he's in Texas. And basically he was saying everybody's crucifying this man for something that he was not convicted of. It was just allegations So I don't really know
Wow.
everything from. Go ahead, I can't hear you, bro.
No, go ahead. I just said wow.
I said I can't. Like I said, I don't have everything in front of me for me to really jump into, like the actuals as far as okay, this is what they're saying as far as with this guy. But I'm gonna be real with you. Him coming to coach. I'm kind of I'm fine with him coming to help them out. Yeah, you're right. And J Rock says not official. That's correct. It has been announced though. But this is the one thing though, I will say this: Coach Hugh Jackson has coaches in place that will go do the recruiting for him. He got 2 recruiting specialists that ain't nothing to play with when it comes to recruiting. One came from the University of Houston, and I forgot the other coach where he come from, but both of them are good brothers. And Coach Hugh Jackson can get out there and he can recruit with the best of them as well. So I would definitely say that if anything, they will gradually ramp him up as far as what allowing him to get out there and really be able to get into those living rooms to have those conversations with parents, because you already know that those questions are going to come up. There's no way getting around it. Those questions are going to come up. So, I mean, from an offensive mind standpoint, boy, it's going to be fireworks over there at Grambling for sure. For sure.
Here's what I'm going to say. Because Grambling still got to beat the I Love Jackson State. This is what I believe should happen. I believe the MEAC and the SWAC should join, and it should be a North and South. Because right now, the MEAC is dead. South Carolina State winning it for the next 5 years.
I don't know. You got to hold on. Back to. Let me go back to the other comments so I can make sure I clean that up. Christopher comment was about was he saying that a lawsuit was waiting to happen for Hill at Morgan State if he became the head coach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got to talk, bro. We'll talk offline.
Look, me, you, and Christopher got to talk together, baby. Babe, look. I'm gonna say this.
You gotta be kidding me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. California don't like Hill, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And if I'm lying, Christopher gonna say something. But if Christopher start laughing, you already know.
We got to talk online, bro. And then hold on. Rattler Dad said there are too many teams. There would have to be 4 divisions. That's not a bad idea, Rattler Dad. When you talk about the MEAC, the MEAC and the you know what? Talk about the MEAC and the SWAC combining. I'll tell you this. I got one even better for you. Let everybody stand the way that they are. You include the CIAA and the SIAC. You have a top governing body along with all the governing bodies below for each of the different conferences, and let them go ahead and bring all that money back into those HBCU programs, all of them.
So wait. Pause. Pineapples.
Yes, sir.
The SWAC, the MEAC, the CIAA, and what else?
The SIAC.
So that means everybody play each other once every other year?
Put at least 2 of put at least 1 or 2 of them on their schedule per season. Bring the money back in house.
It's too many teams to do that. So that means you have a full schedule and play that one team every other year.
Play them outside of your conference. You play 1 or 2 teams outside the conference. They're already doing it. They're playing other teams outside. Okay, give you a prime example. You had Miles College play Southern and Alabama State last year. Miles College is where? SIAC.
Miles. If that's the case, you might as well have Coppin play somebody.
Hold on, I got another one for you. Bowie State played Delaware State.
But that's normal, though. That's normal. But that used to happen back in 2013. But they used to play each other all the time. they just renewed their rivalry.
Huh?
They just renewed their rivalry because they used to play each other all the time.
Okay. But no, back to J-Rock though. Tennessee State won't move back. They're getting too much money over there. I think they're going to the AAC conference.
Tennessee State making a move to the MEAC. Impossible.
That ain't gonna happen.
Not with Eddie George as the head coach.
Coach Simmons says in order for that to happen, Charles McClellan would have to be Roger Goodell. Boy,
y'all not right over there, man.
Yeah, he ain't got that my dude, man. He ain't got no sense, man. Hey guys, if y'all new to the live stream, make sure y'all check out DanaJay at the DanaJay show, and also check out Coach Simmons at the Coach Simmons at Coach Simmons on YouTube. All right, guys, y'all make sure y'all tap in with them as well. Good brothers, they doing some phenomenal stuff out here. All right, I appreciate all y'all. Thank you,
man, and definitely please go follow Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. Man, look, Coach Simmons, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, how about me, you, and Coach Walker, and we all start going to these college games, because I've never been to a Jackson State game. I've always watched it on TV. I've never been. I really want to go because I want to get some paraphernalia from down there. I definitely want a Jackson State coat, but I definitely want to get some hats. I definitely want a hoodie. I know I can get us in to talk to Prime. I know I can do that. That's not an issue.
Coach Simmons, be quiet. I hear Coach Simmons typing already. Get your fingers off the keyboard.
Wait a minute. No. Shador just texted me and said, "Yo, just shut up sometime."
Hey, look, listen. This Christopher says, I can rock with the pulling the resources, but think we can still keep them separate with SWAT, MEAC, and FCS and CIAA and SIAC in Division II. I agree.
But there's no need to keep them separate though. At the end of the day, the MEAC is dying, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And if I'm not mistaken, I probably might have this wrong, but I'm gonna throw it out there in the atmosphere anyway. So if it's wrong, guys, I need y'all to make sure y'all correct Coach, because I don't have no problem with you guys let me know that I was wrong about something. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe the old athletic director for Bethune-Cookman, I think he might be in the MEAC offices now, helping out, trying to get stuff back in order. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
Bethune would never go back to the MEAC.
No, you got to understand. Bethune-Cookman, the old athletic director, he's not with Bethune anymore. He's gone. So I'm thinking that he might, I think when he left Bethune-Cookman, I think he transitioned into the MEAC office where it's not, a real grind day-to-day type thing where he's dealing with having to make sure everything is situated with the school. So, like I said, I could be incorrect about that, but that's what I thought I heard out there. So I'm just, Coach don't have no problem with saying that could be wrong, but I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to say this to you, Coach. You've been holding out on some information of your alma mater.
Who you talking about? Westburg?
Yeah.
Oh, we rolling, dog.
Y'all got a new field that's about to be built over there?
I don't know about that.
Look, I went down there to be nosy.
So you went check out the stadium?
I went and checked out the school.
I just came down there from the school. They're going to build, what they're building down there, they're building where Griffin Hightower was at, they're going to build a hotel there.
Watch this. Watch this. That's true. So I know you've been down there.
Right.
But go to the athletic department and ask them about football. Watch what they tell you. In another 2 years, Morris Brown is going to be ready to jump back out there.
Coach Simmons said, Coach Walker, cut the check to Morris Brown. Bruh, I tell y'all what. This on my mama. Get them daggone, let Coach Walker get a couple of partnerships that's moving, and I get to 100,000, I'm cutting the check. I get to 100,000 subs, I'm giving that money up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Because I'm about to crank it out and do whatever I got to do it.
Y'all got your accreditation back now? Oh, my
Right.
God.
And it's out there in the atmosphere, so y'all already know what time it is. Now, let's go. I'll put it out there. Let's get it.
I feel sorry for fam. And because that marching band that y'all got from Morris Brown, most of them going to go back. I'm going to tell you that now.
Nah, I had an old friend of mine that she was a rattler, and she talked about how much she loved it down there, loved it in Tallahassee. So they trust me, Morris Brown. If they're looking to move like that, they got some tricks up their sleeve. They'll get them kids, because there's a lot of kids that's at the high schools and surrounding areas that would love to come over there and play. So we don't have to purge from nowhere. We'll go get what we need to get and bring it directly to us, and make it do what it do.
Well, it's not purging. It's just coming back home, because when Morris Brown shut down, everybody went down to the Rattlers.
Hey, Rattler Dad, you're absolutely correct. It does take a village. That's why I love my HBCU in the manner in which I do. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I get hot under the collarbone when folks get to getting greasy about that thing, because people don't understand when you gave your story about how, a coach was able to grab you and get you to understand, hey, son, look, this ain't the way we need to operate. We need to move in a different direction.
Coach Davis, that's right.
Right. Me, on the other hand, I had professors that gave a daggone about what I was doing. Miss Bennett, God rest her soul, she's no longer here. That lady taught until she was 88 years old, bro.
Wow.
I'm talking about she had the falsies in and everything. A couple times she them bad boys on the bottom there while she's talking. Had to collect, go ahead and collect them up real quick and, do a thing. But I love her to pieces because of the fact that she made sure that she called me on mine and was like, Mr. Walker, let me tell you something. I know you could do better than this. And she rewrite this and bring it back to me tomorrow. What's wrong with my paper? You read that and tell me what's wrong with it. I'm sitting there looking like, and she done marked it up. Another one, Dr. Placid. She told me to my face. She said, Emmanuel, I'm tell you right now, I know you know how to do this work. And you playing around up here ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work this semester. Now I'm coming here with a smile, it ain't gonna work. So I'm tell you now. She said, listen, if you don't get a solid B on your final exam, you will retake this class. And that was discrete math. So, discrete math, you got to sit there and with the theories and prove all this type of stuff, right? So I'm sitting there like, come on, man, you got to be kidding me. Bruh, I missed that solid B, 2 points. And then when I sat there and looked at it, I said, hold on. I said, Dr. Rucker, you gave me a, 78.7. I said, well, Dr. Rucker, ain't that at least, a 79? That's like a B minus, right? She said, no. I'll see you next semester. I was like, what? Yeah, bro. And that's crazy. Out of all of the teachers that I've taken classes from, those are the type of teachers. Well, and it's the one, Dr. Daggone. Y'all forgive me for what I'm going to say here, but he reminded me of what's Tina Turner's ex-husband with he had the hair, he had the straight hair. Ike Turner. I used to call him Ike Turner. We'd be in class, I'm like, boy, Ike Turner up here cutting out today. He ain't cutting up today. He'd be like, man, shut your behind up. We about to get some work, dog. Shut up, cracking joke. And he'd turn around and look. And I'll be sitting like, you're like, all right, Mr. Walker. Hey, come on up here and explain this problem. And I'm like, wait a minute. So they're like me clowning in class. He made sure that I understood what was going on, and I learned how to do chemistry as far as the things that he needed for us to do. And that's why I was like, hey, man, it is what it is. So those are the type of people that, I remember them, and I'll forever remember them because of the fact that they held me accountable. And that's what you don't see at a PWI. Heck, I went to one of them as well. And all they cared about was, hey, you got that check? Mr. Walker, you owe us $750. How do you plan on paying for that? Cash, money, or the check, charge? What are you going to do? What? Hold on, bro. This should be taken care of already. Because, see, I was a dual degree engineering major. So I wanted to be one of them smart guys. So I had to take the first half at Morris Brown, and then I had the opportunity to either go to Georgia Tech, North Carolina A&T, and then a buddy of mine, he was over at Clark. He went to Southern Poly. So I was like, man, I'm staying in Atlanta. We're going to Southern Poly. So I'm like, okay, got up in there, boy. Got a rude awakening quick.
Where is Southern Poly?
That is the old Kennesaw State out there off it's in
Kennesaw, Georgia.
No, it's in Marietta.
Kennesaw?
It's in Marietta. Mm-hmm.
Kennesaw State?
That one campus is in Marietta.
Oh, because I'm about to say Kennesaw is in Kennesaw State, and that campus is off the chain.
Yep. So yeah, man. It's like Coach Simmons said, man, if you ain't got that money on day one, those PWIs will close you out. Facts. They ain't playing. You ain't get no extensions.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Yo, I can tell you some stories about college. And Coach Davis, bro, I'll never forget. I had him for gym. And I thought because that was my guy, I can come in bullcrap. No. Coach Davis said, "Now Jackson, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't come to my class and think you're just going lollygag.
Right.
I'll see you at the end, man." I said, man, Coach Davis is my pop, man. I ain't worried about nothing. I can go to the canteen. I can do whatever. I can do that. Nah. Man, 70 was passing, right? Coach Davis gave me a 69.5 and told me, you miss more than 4 days. I'll see you next semester. I said, no, not gym.
Yeah. Because see, people don't understand. This is the thing. They give you that 3-day grace period. You can miss 3 days and still pass the class. Or you can be late to class by 5 minutes. The 6 minute, the door is locked. And I'm like, man, you got doggone go to the PWIs and your behind ain't there on time. The door is locked at 9 o'clock, not 9:05. So it's like, you had to be there ahead of time to make sure that everything was groovy. So I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
J-Rock said, I should have looked into Kennesaw State to pursue my master's while I was in Atlanta. I was too focused on Georgia State. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to go to Georgia State too. But then it's like, it's just too political over there for me.
Man, hey,
then when I had this Chinese dude trying to tell me how to do fast food, and I ain't understand that, nah, I'm good. Nah.
Cut that out, bro. Cut that out, bro.
I'm tapping out.
Yeah, man. No, I ended up getting my computer science degree from
Don't laugh now, man. You don't laugh.
I got a master's from Phoenix, bro. I was like, shoot, that was crazy too. I was like, good night.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I left Morgan and went over to Coppin because I got mad at the coaches at Morgan, right? So I went over to Coppin, right, to help them start their little club football team, right? So in the second year, on the first year, we lost to Lynchburg.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second year, and we won it all for the next 2 years, right?
Right.
So the crazy part is, I haven't been back to the program since. So I'm thinking, and it's like, and I still have the coaches calling me like, Jackson, and what's up, da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, so it's good. Man, coming to find out, my old coach that coached us is no longer coaching though. He went down to St. Francis. Then got booted not got booted, but he left St. Francis and went somewhere down Mississippi. I don't know where yet in Mississippi. Because now the old coach at Gilman is now the coach at St. Francis. So I'm sitting back like, is St. Francis turning into a prep school?
Hey, that ain't no different than Miles College Ruffin, head coach Ruffin, athletic director, Coach Ruffin at Miles College is now the head coach and athletic director over at Tuskegee. And now you have the Tuskegee head coach who used to be the athletic director and head football coach over at Tuskegee. He's now that guy over at Clark Atlanta University. Oh, it's about to get nasty.
Hold on. Who's at Clark?
Who's the coach? Had coach. Hold on, make sure I got it right. Where's it at?
Because I'm going to say this while you looking. Coach Baja. I don't know if you're looking at this, but man, you was the nicest Caucasian coach that I ever met. But you was the lionest coach ever, man.
Dang, bro. Call him out like that, bro.
You had 17 of us come from out of town, sleep on the floor, and you told us we had a full scholarship and you only had 10 scholarships. So I mean, just imagine how we looking, man. But one thing I will say, he made sure that we ate.
You gotta give me credit for that one, now.
Yeah, I gotta give him that.
Coach Slater.
Coach Slater's at Clark?
Yep. New head coach Clark.
Hold on, wait a minute. What's the coach at Clark?
Huh?
What is that guy name?
He was only there for 2 years. I know who you're talking about. I did a video on him too. He was only there for 2 years.
Who was it? Tracy Ham? No, it wasn't Tracy Ham.
It was a kid, man.
Because he played in the league, I believe, right?
I'm not for certain. Hold on, let me see. Russell Hayes said, what's the difference between the Heritage Bowl and C Bowl? Always been MEAC versus SWAC. Oh, the Heritage Bowl, Celebration Bowl.
Money.
Always been MEAC versus SWAC. Which conference winning?
Money. That's the only
I
difference.
ain't mad about the money. I mean, the money makes sense for that bowl. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you got the MEAC right now. They run the Celebration Bowl. I mean, it is what it is. They've won the last 5 times.
Well, I'm gonna say that.
I know they 5-1.
I'm gonna say this. For the only time the MEAC lost the Celebration Bowl, well, no, is when Grambling played Morgan, right? And Grambling beat Morgan 79-3 or something like that.
Not in the Celebration Bowl. It's always been North Carolina A&T and whoever played in that game.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, who that? Rattler Dash. I was in the military in North Carolina. Spent a lot of weekends on Shaw and St. Augustine. He said, I dated a girl in Georgia at Savannah State College. I never considered PWI. Hey, Rattler Dad, that Savannah State to get you in trouble, bro. I had to stay down there.
How was their football team?
Who, Savannah State?
Yeah.
When I was in school?
Yeah, because they still MEAC now, right?
No, Savannah State, they was SIAC. They done moved around a little bit. They was SIAC with the MEAC. They came back to SIAC.
So why they leave MEAC?
Hey, that travel money, man. You got to understand, Savannah is 3 hours from Atlanta. And you drive from Savannah to wherever it is they got to go. I mean, you going back up the coast. I mean, you going out the back end, going up the coast, South Carolina, and then you drive all the way up top to go wherever you're going. Like the Northern State and Delaware.
Savannah always flew. Like when they flew to Cleveland. But they drove to Atlanta to the airport and flew to Cleveland. That's when Morgan punished them because Coach D was there. I keep saying it. Look, I don't care what the athletic department do at Morgan. If they don't bring Coach D over there, it's going to be a problem. And they're going to lose every season.
All I know is this. How you see FAMU travel. How you see Jackson State travel. How a lot of times you saw Grambling State used to travel and they're starting to get back to traveling like that now. That's how Savannah State traveled when they came to play us at Morris Brown College.
Wait, and nothing but buses up and down the whole line?
Bro, they run deep. They run deep. And the crazy thing is, hey, hold on. Baby, I'm about to get a little mannish. Don't get mad. I had to throw a precursor out here in the house right quick before I get to saying what I'm about to say. And they used to bring the ladies up here too with them to, go ahead and show out and, come up here to Atlanta, have a good time. And, a lot of them was messing with fellas that was on the team, so they couldn't keep their mind, focused on the game itself and just all over the place. But yeah, Savannah State, you had a good time when they came to town. Albany State too. Fort Valley as well. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I still say Morgan State had the best cheerleaders that I've seen, and they used to have some of the best looking basketball players. Like I would never. Oh,
jeez. Christopher said yes. Buses. Christopher said yes. Buses. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They come thick up in this bad boy, bro.
Dog. When I say, man, look, I would love to see Morgan State back when Bradshaw Littlejohn was the quarterback. I would love to see that team play Jackson State right now.
Oh, check it out. We're gonna come back to that, but this goes back to what we was talking about with Savannah State going back and forth. Christopher was saying money was the problem with Savannah State moving up to D1 because they had to pay an application fee and support more non-revenue sports. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just hope Morgan don't lose their football team.
I don't think they will.
Man, you don't know the fan base, bro.
I mean, I get where they're coming from. I understand everybody's their feelings as far as why aren't they winning? Why aren't things back the way that it needs to be? But I'm like, bro, you got to do something out of the unordinary, man, to start recruiting these kids. I mean, it's just like Bordeaux. Y'all had Bordeaux was he had an offer to come to Morgan State. Guess who got him? Hugh Jackson. He went to Grambling.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, not as a wait. I think if it wasn't Bordeaux, if it wasn't Bordeaux, it was a young man that was supposed to be going to UMass. He went to UMass. He didn't go to Morgan State. I'm sorry. Yeah. There's a cornerback, there's another defensive back that was supposed to be coming to Morgan State. He didn't go. He ended up going to UMass instead.
Coach Davis, I sent you the link. I hope you're still watching. Man, please go get that head coaching job at Morgan State. Please. That's the only savior of Morgan State right now. Because he's the patch to everything. He's the patch to the league. He's the patch to all the coaches. He's the patch to the players. And on top of that, Coach Davis go to the combines.
I mean, this is the thing, bro. There's a lot of different recruiting tools that's out there now for coaches. And because they don't have the necessary, let me see something. They don't have the necessary financial structure, or they don't have the necessary or just not structure, but the necessary finances for them to get out there and participate. It's kind of chaotic, man. I mean, man, I ain't starting nope, I ain't doing that, Coach Simmons. You crazy. Also start a rumor. No, sir. Not on my watch. We're not. not on my watch, you're not, my boy. No.
He said, not that, my boy.
Start a rumor talking for T.C. Taylor to Morgan State. Boy, stop.
Who?
He ain't gonna do that.
Who?
Talk about he was sitting there being funny talking about the OOC for Jackson State. Talk about him to Morgan State. I like, man, cut it out. Like, shoot.
Man, nah, man.
Get me started with that, man. No, sir. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. No, sir. No, sir. You get Coach Walker caught up in that madness. No.
Come on, Coach Walker. You can do it.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I try to, hey, people be getting mad because I stay in the middle. I don't want to deal with all the bull junk. I just want to be, I just want to make sure that we put out good information, solid information to the people so they understand what's going on. Because you got to think about it. Like with what you do, the commentary that you do. Mm-hmm. You and a few other folks, Prima gets solid information that I'm sitting there looking like, wait a minute, where the heck did this come from? I'm like, y'all, I'm like, and then she come with the pictures and show you all the type of stuff. You sit there looking like, wait a minute. So it's like you're painting a portrait for everybody to see what's going on, for them to understand, hey, look, this is what's going on, and you guys need to open your eyes to see what's happening. And that's what it's about. Because when we get to the point where and I know you like this guy. I don't really care for him. I'm just gonna say it. Stephen A. Smith. That dude has ruined some careers, man. That just what he did to Kaepernick, I'm just like, bro, I can't do it. I'm like, that was terrible. And now you're trying to rip on Kyrie. You're ripping on Kevin Durant. I'm like, come on, man. When is enough enough? I'm like, let it go already, bro. Was it Russell Hayes said, question, Division I teams are PWI. Why do HBCU teams call them D1? They're D1, they're Division I AA. You got the FCS and you have the FBS. So you have the FBS, which is the bowl series. They get invites to the big bowl games. FCS is the conference series, in which they're considered Division I AA. So they don't get the big bucks like everybody else do. Like I said, I wish we had more time, because I would definitely love to dive into the whole sector of the rules, how we're playing with a different set of rules when it comes to FBS and FCS, which a lot of your FBSs are PWI schools, like your Alabamas, your Clemsons, your North Carolinas, your Dukes, things of that nature. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on out there. That's me? Okay. People don't really know that things are a little off as far as the structure, as far as making sure that all conferences are equally able to make the revenues that they need for their, universities and colleges programs to be on point. I mean, when you got the SEC paying out crazy money to their programs, the ACC and all these other, places giving their programs all of this money to keep them afloat, why is it that, because it's a historical Black college in the FCS conference, why do they have to struggle in the manner in which they are? I think that's a bunch of bull junk. So it needs to change. But yeah, we got to have that conversation too about them two sets of rules that's out there, my brother.
Next Wednesday, let's knock it off with that. Let's knock it off with that next Wednesday. And I will say this. Can I'm gonna leave it here. As we wrap this segment up. Do you think Clemson reign is over?
Just about.
I ain't giving up on Dabo. I'm gonna be honest. I got Dabo going to coach Alabama, and when Nick Saban go.
Yeah, I kind of feel that's going to happen. Hold on, DanaJay. Let me do this. Okay, thanks, Christopher. You did it for me. Okay, cool. Somebody asked, Russell had asked, were HBCUs Division II schools, and Christopher answered the form. He said no, as SIAC and CIAA are financially and management wise. As far as SIAC and CIAA, those are considered Division II conferences. The Division I conference is the MEAC and the SWAC. Those are your Division I conferences within HBCUs on the HBCU level. I think I kind of explained it better. Hold on. G-Dub said a lot of bigger schools also have boosters and donators that give large checks to their alma mater. You're absolutely correct, G-Dub. I mean, I don't have no problem with scribbling that check. And we definitely, we got to get into that, because I want to touch that that Texas A&M thing. I'm not even gonna do a video on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that fly. I got to get that off my chest.
Man, I want to jump on that Texas A&M thing too because dude said some crazy stuff. I believe that's who the head coach down there. That's dude from Florida State, right?
Yeah. But see, he exposed himself. And see, listening to you, I had to go find me some receipts.
That's the only thing that's going to save you. It's receipts, man.
How they say, Marlo coming.
Wait a minute. I'll do you one better. Hold on. It go like this.
You're both fishing. Yes, sir. Yeah. Marlo
Hey, yo, listen here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Rest in peace, Mike, man. But when I say man, bro. Man. So Jimbo exposed himself?
Jimbo exposed himself. You got your boy over at Ole Miss crying. And
Lane Kiffin?
Yeah. Everybody.
Why is Lane crying?
Because, the game didn't change. You ain't, HBCU was not supposed to flip a Division I, FBS player to come play in the FCS conference. It ain't supposed to happen. You're not supposed to flip from a Power 5 school to a HBCU.
But you got Dion that did it.
Bruh.
You got Prime Time that did it.
I'll put it like this, man.
You know how many people want to play for Dion?
Huh?
Do you know how many people that want to play for Dion?
Man, listen. What's so funny is a lot of folks don't understand the fact that he had been touching these players. He'd been reaching these players since he coached Little League. And that's what I try to get folks to understand. Like this, it ain't about, folks be, oh man, you riding his job, blah, blah, blah. No, bro. No. What you don't understand is that when he gave y'all the conversation during the Celebration Bowl Media Day, he's talking about y'all didn't see him before this. They didn't. Wade Walker Park. This man had 3 buses pull up in Wade Walker Park. I'm talking about nice coach buses bringing these kids in here to come play at a tournament that normally goes on in August. And the crazy thing was, people was everybody's talking crazy. They didn't understand it. And I like I said, I just sit there and just shake my head and like, okay. And who was it? I gotta find his name. I hate messing up that man's name. Cool brother. He played over at University of Miami. He was on that team with Mel Braxton. He played with the playmaker, Michael Irvin, when all of them was over there at Miami during that time. So he was actually running the program for Coach Prime down on the south side of Florida. I mean, not south side of Georgia, down in the Jonesboro area down there. He had 2 separate divisions of his program. He had one on the south side. He had one on the northwest side. And, man, they just went to work. His 14U team, they won the championship the first year out. And all the other teams were competitive. He had all of the kids in the classroom explaining their assignments as far as what they need to do out there on the field. So it's like you were already coaching these kids up as far as how they had to develop their minds to think as they went up the ladder going into middle school, high school, and into college. It's like once you see this again, like, whoa, I've already seen this already. I did this in so-and-so program. So that was one of the things that people really didn't understand as well. And I was just like, this man is putting on a show where he's trying to let everybody in, but don't screw up the show, because once you screw up the show, he ain't going to come back and play with you after that. He going to let you look a little silly with it. So
facts.
Huh?
Facts.
So in the end, it's just a matter of people just understand where this man is coming from. Like I said, yeah, I know it's a lot to digest for a lot of folks because they're not really, used to that or they don't want to hear it. And I understand that, respect that as well. But when you see it for yourself, it's kind of like, bro, I get what he's trying to do. Am I saying I agree with everything, how he moves all the time? No, I'm like, every man make mistakes. Nothing wrong with that. But it's not my job to point out a flaw on somebody else. My job is only make sure that I stay true to what I do. And that's what I try to do. So, like I said, but hold on. Christopher said the PWI fans was the PWI fans were telling on their racist selves as if I was an HBCU recruiter. I would ask a parent, do you feel safe sending your children to a PWI given the comments coming from them?
See, I only heard a little bit of what Jimbo said, but I ain't hear what nobody else said.
Bruh, you should have heard the fans said. Matter of fact, what really got me was like, okay, the whole thing with I'm gonna leave this with you, then I got to go ahead and bail. But cool. It was like remember when everybody's talking about Coach Prime was interviewing for the TCU job, right?
Right.
Okay, check this out. The young man that wanted Coach Prime he wanted him to become the head coach over TCU, the running back.
Oh, the running back, right.
Bruh, if you could have seen the daggone messages them folks left for that kid, and I'm talking about directly adding him. Why don't you take your behind over there to Jackson State, go play for him over there? We don't need you here. You need to get up out of here. We don't need Coach Prime here. I'm like, they were just chaotic.
So is that why he transferred out?
I believe so. Listen, as long as you're winning in them programs, you're fine. But when your time is up and say, for instance, you want to come back to, give your time back, you're not going to be allowed to do that, bro.
So where did he transfer to?
I don't know where that young man went to. As a matter of fact, I need to look that up and find that out. But that young man, boy, yeah, he hit the transfer portal. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he was looking to come to Jackson State.
I hope he went there.
Boy, yeah.
I hope he went there along. And I keep telling you, big country ain't nothing to play with.
Okay.
Big country ain't nothing to play with. And he gonna
turn
his
that dude, man. Let me tell you something. I think we talked about that the last time when we was on. And I caught a couple of folks coming at big country a little sideways. I told them, leave the kid alone, man. I'm like, man, listen, I don't care, red, purple, green, yellow, orange, whatever. I'm for the kids, bro. I'll keep telling people that. I like, look, if he's wrong about something, then we'll discuss the wrong. But if he has not done anything to hurt anybody, he hasn't said anything out of pocket, leave the kid alone, man. I'm like, what has he done to you other than he said, hey, I don't want to go to FAMU no more. I want to go somewhere else where I can enjoy myself and have fun. I want to get back to having fun. That's what the sport is all about, having fun.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's a strong dude, bro. And they playing with him because he white. Man, he gonna show you real quick how white he is.
Big country gonna come out the gate on them folks, and they're gonna be sitting there looking like, wait a minute. Because, like I said, they lifting, they in the gym, they getting after it. And they doing, I mean, like today or yesterday, they did something in the community. Shador and Travis Hunter, they were in the community doing some work in which, they just trying to put it together, man. These are kids, 19, 20-year-old kids, man, 18, 19-year-old kids. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out as far as the direction that they want to go. None of us knew what we was trying to do. Heck, our parents were trying to tell us, look, you don't need to mess with that girl over there. And what we do, hey, baby, what's happening? Hey.
Especially if she had some Daisy Dukes on.
Huh?
Especially if she had some Daisy Dukes on. Oh, don't mess with that girl right there, mama. But do you see how fat she is? Lord have mercy.
That's what I said, bro. Like, come on, man. We got to keep this thing a bean. I was saying, quit playing games like everybody got all the answers. They don't have the answers, man.
But I ain't gonna lie. I wish I can go back and play with Shador and them now.
What?
This is the Jackson State team that I wish I could have played with when I was 18 and 19.
Hey,
man,
I ain't gonna tell, bro. when I sit here and I look at everything that's going on now with these young men, hold on, I'm trying to grab my charger right quick. Just they don't go out on me. When I sit here and look at everything that's going on with these young men right now, I sit here and shake my head at the fact that these young men got an opportunity to do something that I could only imagine doing. And, you know, I too wanted to play for that coach. Like I said, back in the day, the coach that I wanted to play for, I want to play for either Bo Schembechler, Bobby Bowden, who was it? The coach that was down in Miami. They ended up going to coach at coach for Dallas. I want to go play for him and Barry Switzer. And then when I sit back and look at all these stories that's coming out about all of these daggone coaches over the years, I'm sitting here like, dag, Lord, you really had my steps planned to go a different direction? What we got going on here? Because I'm a bit confused. So I'm just, when you see everything that's happening now, I just want to see the best for all of the programs, bro. It's not about, okay, hey, Jackson State getting all the money. They getting this, they getting that, or Gramblin's getting this, getting that, or FAMU, or Mississippi Valley, or Morgan State, or Norfolk, or South Carolina State. It's not, bro. Look, we got 4 different divisions, okay? We got the SIAC, the CIAA, the SWAC, and the MEAC, right? What sense does it make if you got one conference bringing in the bag, and then you got your brothers down here trying to figure out which direction they're going to go? Again,
Right.
Folks forget. We chose to go to HBCUs because they didn't want to allow us to play in their programs. You just said this earlier. Bear Bryant wasn't trying to hear us
until we knocked the snot out of him.
And with the USC, he got his draws kicked in. And he like, wait one mother flipping minute. How you gonna do this to me? He sound like daggone Denzel Washington from Training Day. How you gonna do this to me? Yeah, you got your teeth kicked smooth the heck in. You will be all right. But the thing is, if we're not going to, and I forgot, thanks, Chris, I forgot about that too. And you got a couple of NAIA schools out there too.
NAIA. I'm not familiar with that.
National Athletic Inter.
See, I learned too, y'all, because I don't know what that means.
And I just talked to one of them daggone schools. Anyway, they're private schools. Let me put it to you like that.
So it's something like Notre Dame, something like that.
Notre Dame could be considered private, but those are the schools that's really kicking you in your drawers trying to go get education from them. Think about like this. You got ball players out here that want to National Association. Thank you, Christopher. I couldn't get that other A together. National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. That's NAIA. So what they do is
Christopher, a walking nerd.
Hey, my leaders over here be on it, bro. My leaders be on it over here, bro. You gotta get my leaders.
I love it, man. Christopher know every synonym, every vowel, every period. You know what? Christopher, all right with me. That's my guy.
My leaders got Coach Cool over here, boy. He said, hey, you guys.
Coach Cool.
Hey, you guys, keep an eye out on Benedict College. My son was not even thinking about at HBCU until he met Coach Shanice Berry at Benedict. That man is going, bro.
Shanice ain't nothing to play with, bro. Bro. And Shanice is the real deal, man.
Benedict's definitely on the come up. That's for sure. And like I said, a lot of people, it's like and you can see by the look on my face, it's like when I'm sitting here, I'm talking about this stuff, it's like I love this stuff because like you looking at people that look like you and some that don't look like you that say, hey, I'm gonna take a chance on this. Man, my pop sat there and told a man in our living room, bro, hey, Mr. Walker, we're gonna offer your son opportunity to come to our school and play for free. Pop sat there fair. My son going down south. I'm like, what, hey, Pop, wait, don't do that to me. He's like, you going down south. And I didn't understand why, but then when I got here and I stayed here a little while, I understood. Because he was like, listen, son, when he left and got out of high school, he went into the Air Force. He was sent to Okinawa. So it like he was sent somewhere different. And he'll say to you till this day, he said, son, I made the worst mistake ever moving back here to Detroit from Hawaii. Yes, bro. We was living in Waikiki, Hawaii. I stayed there from the time I was 6 months old till I was 3. And we moved. I got sent back to Detroit first. And then my parents came back. Pop's been pissed ever since.
Man, you would have got on that field. Hooga, Aisha, oh. Man, I would have been. Who is that guy? Hooga, Waka, fall, Hooga. Like, no disrespect to the Hawaiian people, but when I seen the whole team do that, I said, I would have left. I would have left, bro. Cause no.
Hey, the passion that they deliver with that thing, man, when they doing it, you just sitting there looking like, whoa. And I was just like, God almighty, man. I said, this is beautiful, man. Matter of fact, one of the guys asked, who's that, Rattler Dash said, what does it take to get more alignment in the HBCUs? You got to have that type of coach that's willing to get out there and recruit them. I mean, when you got places like Utah that's getting players that's sitting on the bench until their 3rd, 4th year before they really get a chance to play, I'm like, what is there really to do in Utah? But then again, you got a lot of coaches that's not, as Coach Prime like to say, shoot their shot in order to get these young men to take a chance on coming to an HBCU. So if that's not something that we're willing to do,
bro,
what can we expect?
This is Oregon year. This is what I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Listen, what I'm telling. Listen, my Ducks is going to come out blazing.
All right, my man.
Every year we get a new uniform, we go far. I'm telling you, right now, they focus on you. They want to destroy Utah. They focus on Utah.
Hey, they. Oh, who's that? Who's the coach that was at? Y'all just lost y'all coach at Oregon, right?
Yeah, he gone to Miami. And then when he went to Miami, he took away the turnover chain. That's the whole that's the whole tradition of Miami.
And see, that was one of the things we had with Rich Rodriguez in Michigan, where you wanted to change all of the things that they were doing at Michigan that kept them guys hyped and wanting to get out there and play ball. Like you just don't do nothing like that. Hold on, Lawrence Reeves said Langston, Florida Memorial, Arkansas Baptist, few schools playing NAIA football. You're absolutely correct. And I said it costs to be the boss to go to them schools, bro. Said we have to go out there and we got to go out there and search for them, as there are players out there that don't go to camps. And that's another thing. A lot of these parents, don't get their kids out to camps. They don't get them the little exposure. I'm like, you can go to a local camp and get your kids some exposure.
I'm still going to say this, Coach. I don't want to see no other prep school bowl unless it's Bishop Gorman versus ISMG.
So IMG.
IMG. I want to see Bishop Gorman versus IMG. The best of the best. And the best of the East Coast and the best of the West Coast.
They don't want that work.
Who?
They don't want fool IMG down there.
Who?
They don't want fool IMG.
Man, Bishop Gorman is a whole nother.
Okay,
bro. That's a whole nother world, bro.
I hear you talking, my man.
Look, and if it happened, we gotta go. We have to go to that. Look, we have to get press credentials for that game.
Just give me enough time so I can get everything situated. Because we already got J Rock talking about this Grambling game versus FAMU. That's gonna be a game.
Grambling versus FAM.
Oh no, that's gonna be a game. That's gonna be a game. Because there's two teams. You got two different teams. Grambling got a lot of new pieces. FAMU got some new pieces. So everybody still got to have a little time to gel. This gonna be some fun football this season.
I still got Jackson State winning the SWAC.
Ooh. I ain't gonna ask you for a prediction on the record yet. I'm gonna leave it alone.
The same. Well,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
the prediction on us in the SWAC, we perfect.
The who?
We perfect in the SWAC this year again.
So you trying to say they're gonna run the table?
Oh, we definitely gonna run to Boston.
All right.
And we ain't losing in the SWAC this year.
All right.
I don't see us losing a game.
Hey, G-Dub said Gremlin might take the SWAC.
I don't see us losing a game. Now the funny part.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at J-Rock.
Yeah, I said that's why I'm saying like J-Rock crazy. Hey, J-Rock, I think they're going to run it back, man.
Yo, my heart just dropped when he said that. Like, yo, please don't let that be for real. Yo, it's...
Hey, he did say it. He did say it. Aaron Donald did say it. He did say it. His body beat up, man. He been in the league with 8 years. He been in the league 8 years. He flat out said his body beat up.
But I'm looking at what Deshaun Watson said today.
What?
You ain't see his 2 destinations?
Talk about L.A. or
it wasn't
where?
L.A. nothing.
What?
Minnesota. On top of the Saints. And Tampa Bay.
I don't know if what's called food in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay would be nasty though. I might become a fan if you go to Tampa Bay.
Him at quarterback in Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I might become a fan if you go to Tampa Bay.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to see Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Christopher said you can get official JSU clothes from Reed Enterprise, which is owned by one of JSU Booster Club members.
You know what? I thank him for that because I was just about to ask where I can go get some from. So hold on.
Get Reed Enterprise.
Reed, is it R-I-E-D or R-E-D?
R-E-E-D Enterprise. Hold on.
Reed, it come up. Reed Enterprise JSU Apparel.
Yep.
It come right up. Now, I hope they ain't trying to smack me over top of the head with stuff, man.
Nah, bro. You know we gotta take care of our folks. But I mean, I'm saying like I got a sponsorship stuff. You know, you go take care of the people, man. You gotta do everything we gotta do. He be at the game selling too.
Do he?
Yep.
Oh my God, bro! I need some I Love stuff, bro.
Yeah, I got one of my family members. I don't call subscribers subs. I call them family members. One of my family members today told me I need to take down the JSU shirt and put a Southern shirt up. I said, man, y'all crazy, man. I love them though, man. I love all my subs, man. I appreciate all my family members. I love them all, man. I love them all because they keep you on your toes. And boy, when they get the cutting up, boy, I just sit here and be like, hey, I thank y'all because I really needed that today with all of the chaos that's been going on. I appreciate y'all.
So you just sent me to this website, right?
Yeah.
And all of the hats that everybody wears sold out.
He can't keep him in stock, bro. He can't keep him in stock, man.
Yo, the Shallow jerseys sold out.
Yeah. His email on there?
Nah, but these shorts are off the chain. God, this stuff is off the chain, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to spend like $400 on here today.
Don't give up that loot.
Jesus. Hold on, the bomber jacket is $175. Come on, bro. Wait a minute. The JSU hats is the kids hoodie is $25. The replica helmets, the iced out replica helmets is 40. Yo, the polos are 60.
Yeah, Quincy Hall just said there's a lot of J State fans purchasing. Yeah, man, they getting that. And matter of fact, you got the blue and white game coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you want to go down there for that?
Of course. I'm trying to find out who else have one. So see what my trying to set the schedule up.
Let me know, man. We can definitely go down there, man.
J-Rock, what's the when is Grandma having the green? Not about to say green. Black and gold game. I'm sorry, black and yellow game, black and gold game. You know.
Here's J-Rock with his smart stuff. You know, Southern and Jackson State has a rivalry that can get a little nasty. It did get nasty.
Hey, it did get nasty. Boy, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to figure out how many gonna get booted off the daggone team when they play this time.
Wait, Young Shorty T said I miss my Raider team being in Oakland, California. Y'all didn't know how to treat them. Y'all treated them like crap, so they got away.
That's the daggone that's the governor in that group.
I bet if Al Davis was here, that would have never happened.
Okay. All right, hold on. G-Dub, G-Dub about to have me act up tonight. Jesus Christ. G-Dub, you was not supposed to ask me that question, sir. G-Dub just asked me. He said, who you got in the FAMU versus Albany State game?
Fam.
G-Dub, hold on, let me do like this. You see my face, G-Dub?
Fam by 30.
G-Dub, you know you ain't right, bro. You ain't supposed to upcut me like that, bro. Hey, hold on, dog. My son down there, relax. He don't get to work like that now. He didn't
Fam by 30.
I'm like, come on, huh?
Fam by 30.
Coach G can coach his behind off. I believe Coach G gonna make this interesting for a little bit, but this was a game that they were supposed to play each other back in 2020, and it didn't happen because of the pandemic. Which is that 1 year on, 1 year off, and then back on for the 2 games, for them to play 2 games. And I'm stumbling. They're going to play in a classic, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I'm not gonna say that that's a cream puff game for anybody, because you just never know what's gonna happen when them 2 teams lock up. And I know a lot of them kids over there on that Albany State team, and they leave it out there on the field. So they definitely gonna come out there and play ball. I'm just like, I can't. Don't be looking at me like that, Dana, man. You ain't right either.
I'm just saying, pick a side and stay there. Sometimes your son just got to get the beating. That's all.
My dog G-Dub threw me a curveball. Boy, you terrible, dog. Oh man. It'll be what, the 3rd game of the season? It's gonna be close.
Ramler has the black.
It's gonna be close to the beginning
on April the 2nd.
And then I think it might get a little nasty after that.
Hugh Jackson has invited the Pivot Podcast to cover it.
What's called to keep them at bay, keep everything together. I think they should be fine. I don't think they're gonna get drug, but I think it's gonna be one of them games. It's definitely gonna be a battle tested game for them. Kind of like when they play who was it? Is it Valdosta State? Like last season, Valdosta State was putting up 50 on folks. So I'm just hoping that Albany State don't get hit with a 50 burger. That's all I'm saying.
Wait. Who's Pivot Podcast?
Pivot Podcast, that is Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, Shannon Fry. It's them 3.
Oh, so he got the NFL folks. Okay.
Well, you know him and they split from I Am Athlete.
What?
Yeah.
So who's at I Am Athlete now?
He got some other folks on there. That's on there working with him. Do the school gets a cut? Hold on. Russell Haynes, what you mean? Do the school get a cut on what? Those on those classics? Yeah, they should. Yes, they get a cut. Whatever their contract says, that's what they get out of it. And matter of fact, speaking of contracts, we got to do better with making sure that we're doing good business, because we've been doing some poo-poo business lately, signing contracts thinking we getting, exposure, whatever have you. I'm like, we ain't really getting no exposure. I'm like, we got these folks out here daggone running amok on us. They getting paid and the schools need the money. And I'm like, just give them a couple more dollars, man. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt you none. G-Dub talks, I see you. Who you Man, you ain't right, bro. You ain't right. You ain't right, man. He said, well, the 49ers Al Davis actually knew how to get stuff done. Mark Davis is trust fund kid.
That's true. Because the owner of the Raiders team messed it up, somebody money, and didn't do right for the team. Wow. One thing I'm gonna tell you about my 49ers, we ain't leaving the Bay.
Hey, that's where your man need to go.
Who?
Deshaun Watson.
If you put Deshaun Watson out there, all hell gonna break loose.
That's where he need to go.
And then what we gonna do with Trey Lance?
Trey to Houston.
No, send Garoppolo to Houston.
He's going anyway.
If Trey gonna be the future, keep
Trey's
Trey.
not future, dog. You gonna see. You gonna see. I see you peeking through the little finger over there. I see you. You gonna see. Hey, I ain't say nothing else. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna leave it alone. You say nothing else. And when it happens, the phone will be ringing up. Hello.
Explain this. Explain this, because now you're talking about my team. Explain this. How is he not the future?
Bro, I'm not impressed.
He barely played.
I wasn't impressed with him in college, man.
Oh, that's a different story. Well,
see, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's like when you put, if you're in the right system, it works. Prime example, Joe Burrows. If they didn't start bringing him, putting playmakers around him to make him look like that guy, guess what? He'd have been looking like dumpster juice once again. And we already saw the line is soft as butter. And when them boys came to eat, that's it, Mr. Man. Shut them down. So all I'm saying to you is this. Trey Lance, we're gonna see. Just like Mr. Love over there at Green Bay. We gonna see.
he was butter in college.
Who, Love?
Yes. I hated him in college, bro. Every time they talk about Love playing, I turn.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Now, I'm going to tell you who surprised me.
Who?
That guy from front of Texans, that white dude from the Texans. The quarterback, he surprised the hell out of me.
Bro,
I ain't know he can manipulate a game like that. I'm like, dude, he remind me of Drew Brees. A young Drew Brees. But I'm gonna say this, and matter of fact, and people might get mad, but I got Kyler Murray going to the Saints.
So where's Winston going?
Denver.
No. We're getting Aaron Rodgers. No, we'll take Toofer. We'll do him and Aaron Rodgers. You go ahead and let Winston get healed up. He takes time coming back. Yeah. It's happening. Forgot. We just hired our offensive coordinator as new head coach.
Well, the Ravens talking about trading Lamar.
For who?
They ain't trying to pay him.
Oh, they just let him walk.
So they talking about trading Lamar. And if they let him walk, they stupid.
I mean, you can't force the man to sign a contract.
If you, matter of fact,
especially if it's not like he's going to a destination that he wants to go to.
Watch this. Can you imagine Lamar in a Saints uniform?
That's ugly. But I'm trying to figure out if Kamara is going to be in a Saints uniform.
No.
Or a jumpsuit.
No. He's done. Alvin Kamara's done. And he got the bomb. Yo, he got my wife, yo. I would have fought. Yo. He got Tia Cooper, bro. I'm sitting back like, yo, what? First of all, Dwight Howard. How did you? How did you let Tia Cooper go?
I don't think it was more so about letting her go.
Or did she find out that you like boys?
No, I didn't say that either. I'm not touching that. I would say more so, I think the family kind of was like, yo, you're a little too young to be settling down. Plus, that old school thinking with people, look at guys or look at girls that got multiple daggone babies and multiple baby mamas, multiple baby daddies, and they get to, seeing what stuff going. And, I give him credit.
Cooper, yo. That's Tia Cooper.
Bruh, he was in Philly, dog. I think what happened with that, and all truth and honesty, all bull job aside, I would say Christopher, man, cut this out, man. Yo, boy, you and G-Dub about to get put on time out. You're out of control. Christopher said, he said, come on. We know how Dwight get down.
Right, Chris. Look at the screen, though.
The quote will do for business.
Like, yo, how do you?
Donnie said, dang.
Yo, you got nigga. You had Ted Cooper doing a worm, nigga. Like how you? And she loyal at that. If she with you, she loyal, bro.
Bruh.
Yo, you had every type of dom coming at her, and she like, nope, I'm with the white. Now she with Alvin. I knew something was wrong when I seen her doing all these TikTok videos with her teammates, and I'm like, where's the white?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that goes back to what I was saying before about the multiple parental the others that he's dealing with outside of having to deal with her. And when he screwed up, he screwed up when he messed around and texted the kid's mother that was down in Orlando. I think it's his oldest boy, who she used to be a dancer with the Orlando Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And he say somehow or another something happened. I forget exactly how the story goes, but it just after that it just seemed like he said, bloop, bloop. And
it went something like this. So you went in the store and you dropped a beer at 11:35, right? Then you turned around and left the store, right?
Right.
You claim you don't know what happened, but at 12:31 you dropped the beer, right? Yes, sir. I dropped the beer at 12:31. You know you fucked up, right? you know you fucked up, right?
Oh my God!
I I know he looking at Tia Cooper like, Alvin, don't. And she looked like she nasty too. Like, oh my God, Nick. I wish I had $500,000, bro. I wish I had $500,000 and I was in the limelight like that. Nick, hey Tia, come here, Tia.
You retarded, dog.
Alvin got a bullhorn in his nose, yo. So you know what that means. Hey, Tia, come here, Tia. Look, sweetie, look. I can treat you right out here. I'm telling you. Look. But I go up there and tell her like, Tia, look, check this out.
Oh, but my body's telling me yes, baby. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Oh, you dog.
I'm telling you, nigga.
You retarded.
Nigga, I was up there like, I miss you. I'm talking to you, Tia. I miss you.
You stupid.
I'm telling you, boy. Lord, like, geez, man. Lord. The white. How you let Tia go, bro?
I think that when I think he got this feeling when that daggone contract hit, he thought he was staying in LA. And then when they didn't offer him, I think they offered him, but what they offered him was a little less than what he's anticipating. So he got in his emotions, got in his feelings, and then he jetted off and went to Philly. And then went to Philly, ended up coming back to LA anyway. So like,
but you still Alvin Kamara's in New Orleans.
No. He was not going to long distance that, no.
That's Tia Cooper, Nick. You know you fucked up, right? That's Tia Cooper.
He's not doing that, bro.
That's like Holly Berry back in the day when we first got out of high school.
Hey, listen. Don't get me wrong. I sat there and I watched the workout tape when they was in the gym together working out. I'm still like, dang, bro. Y'all working out together.
And she flexible, yo.
Come on, bro.
You know she can take a pounding. I mean, I'm just saying, like, yo, hey, Tia, let's run figure 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Like, yo, she'd be a perfect person and to role play with. And
Dante so said, man, I just want my wife trying not to laugh out loud.
I'm just saying, that's a perfect person to do role. Hey, Tia, look, are we down by 2? Back it up. That's right. 4th quarter, go hard. 4th quarter, 2 seconds left. How you gonna throw it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, man, look, bro.
Christmas said, y'all need to keep it PG. Christmas, he over here losing his mind one time about Dwight Howard, man. I'm like, bro, that guy, man.
Yo,
hey.
I'm going to his father's job tomorrow, and I'm asking for, Pop, what is wrong with your son?
Hey, man.
I'm going right to Southwest Christian Academy tomorrow. Pop, can I ask you a question? Did you have anything to do with your son missing on Tia Cooper again?
Nah, hey.
I know his father going to say, son, I'm going to sit you down. But you know the white like boys.
J-Rock said, did you have to say pounding Dana? Really?
I'm just saying, yo, have you looked at Tia Cooper? Yo, it's very rare, but that you can find a woman that look like that dressed for every occasion, and cool and down to earth, and can cook and clean and don't complain. That's a gold mine, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with none of that, bro. But like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It didn't work,
man. When
I'm like you. I'm just like you. When I saw her And then I saw Kamara. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I thought they were best friends. But then when I seen them kiss, I said, no, you're not kissing her in the mouth. Yo, I literally wanted to jump through the screen and like punch him in his face. Like, bro, like, what are you doing, man?
I felt bad, bro. I was just like, man. He said A and T the real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was said, man. I mean,
but Alvin Kamara going to jail, bro. He's going to jail.
Who did he lay hands on? That's my question.
It wasn't just him. It was him and another teammate. They beat this man this is the word. Alvin owed the man some money. And it's stemming from college. And they caught him in a bar, and the man asked him for his money. And Alvin and another teammate jumped on him and stomped him half to death. Dang. And here's the thing. If it was word of mouth, I'd be like, Alvin won't get off. They got footage, bro, in HD. That's why now, and the headline is, another Saints player is on the run. This is sad, man.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. Dwight might have another shot. Just saying.
Tia says she don't go backwards. Tia don't go backwards.
Facts. That's my motto. You never go backwards. Always move forward, baby.
Well, Tia, you can come this way.
Say, DanaJay ready to sign his name across your heart. He wants you to be his baby. Go ahead,
Dana. Have you looked at that Sarah Palin case, bro?
No.
Nah, this is crazy.
I don't fool with Sarah Palin after she fooled around with Jay Wright. I'm still trying to get past that one.
Listen to this. She took her case to court, right?
Mm-hmm.
The judge called the case while the jury was still deliberating. I'm gonna let you sit there and think about it.
He said she won the case?
No.
Or he tossed it?
She tossed it.
What?
The judge tossed it. And guess who the judge was?
Who?
Ann Donnelly.
Let me sit back in my chair.
Oh no. The Ravens got growing speculation about Marquise Brown's future. What is going on? What? I think the Ravens trying to start over.
Yeah, this is about to be some stuff. Okay, Christopher just hit me with this too. Told you, boy, my leaders be on it, boy. My leaders family be on it, baby. Christopher said the Saints are over the salary cap, so they are going to dump him. Yeah, Glenn Wright, that's right. You knew who I was talking about, Christopher.
Told you.
He's talking about.
Oh, trust me. Oh, I knew who you was talking about too when you said Sarah Palin messing with Rice. I knew who you was talking about.
I'm still trying to figure that one. I'm like, how did that happen? I mean, not how did it happen, but where was all this taking place? Like this is woo. I ain't mad at him, bro.
Man,
let me get this thing together. Gotta go ahead and get the missus situated.
Yeah, because the Falcons done cut Dante Fowler today.
Huh?
The Falcons just cut Dante Fowler.
Why? I mean, there ain't gonna be. Hey, if there's any Falcon fans in here, excuse me, I'll be honest with you, but the one person that they do need to cut is other than Matt Ryan.
That's not gonna happen.
Of course not.
Because he's married to Arthur Blank's daughter.
But like I said, but then too, on the flip side of that, because I know I got a couple of folks in here listening, I got to make sure I preface this, what I'm about to say. Yes, I've said in the past that Matt Ryan was not the problem. But I'm saying that they need to go ahead and let him go because his contract is just a little bit too excessive.
Ooh.
As far as the money that they're paying him.
Ooh. The Lakers could land Tristan Thompson in the buyout market. Uh-oh.
You don't need Tristan Thompson. Tristan needs to stay. Where's Tristan at right now?
He just got late. He just got
from the Kings.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, that's Tristan's trying to stay in LA, trying to get Chloe back. Is it Chloe? Yeah, Chloe.
I still would have made that trade with Russell Westbrook.
I'm kind of thinking that they were looking more so trying to get additional assets, but that was a bonehead trade. I gotta be honest with you on that.
I would have traded Russell Westbrook for John Wall.
They wanted a number one though. They didn't have a number one to give
from 2027.
2027.
Yes.
John Wall needs a shot though.
Russell Westbrook memory a shot. What's the difference?
You got one that can run up and down the court like a Ferrari. You got another one that's gonna go up and down the court like a Studebaker. I'm like, which one you gonna go with?
Oh no. Chris Lamons is wanted in connection with Alvin Kamara's battery case. He about to get dumped too. Kansas City about to dump him. But wait a minute. Why they running with this? Deion Sanders interviewed for 3 major jobs. Come on, yo, stop.
Bro, I'm not touching that. Like I said, it's Coach Prime. When they dropped this documentary about what took place with him, excuse me, in the surgery that he got on his foot, I think it's going to dispel a whole lot of the bull job that's going on. Right now, I know people are trying to create content to make sweet lemonade out of sour lemons, but that angle with Coach Prime in the interview, I don't. And not to mention he put that out himself. He's not going to put that out like that.
Who's Conus Miller? Who's Conus Miller? He's 6'2", 300 pounds. What would he do?
Conus Miller.
Yeah.
That's a. He said who? 6 foot what?
He's 6'2", 300 pounds. Conus Miller, who comes from Auburn, is Jackson State's 8th Power 5 transfer this offseason and the 3rd former 4-star. Deion Sanders is putting together a really talented roster in the blink of an eye.
I think he is. He's a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman.
And this dude said, "I see opportunity. I'm an opportunist. You heard what I said. I'm an opportunist." At Deion Sanders, at Go JSU Tigers fullback. I mean FB. It's a FB. So
yeah, defensive lineman. That's a great pickup.
Yo, he just played with Auburn last year, and he did great.
Hey, Auburn no daggone well. Hold on.
He's a defensive lineman?
Yep. Hey, that's a beautiful thing, boy. You get a message from your my play mom sent me a message saying, "Hey son, I see you on TV." I'm like, "Oh, on TV." She took the picture and said, "Yeah, you over here on YouTube." Love you, Mom. Oh man, love you, Mom. Thank you.
I appreciate her for watching, man. She's doing great.
Yes, indeed. I'm like, what? Yeah, man. They trying to get after it. They're not going to let up. And I think a lot of these folks that they're putting out there right now, man, it's going to be problems. Conus Miller is going to be a problem on that defensive line.
What position do he play?
He's not an end. He's going to be more so inside. So it's probably either the nose or he'll probably be the nose or tackle.
When they run that 4-man switch, that's going to be ugly. That's the guy that wore number 8 for Auburn. Yo, he's a monster. He almost beat Alabama by himself.
Beat to sleep. Beat to sleep.
That's the one that got the swim move and then he'd come around with a club.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
That's it, man. Hey, these guys ain't playing no games, man. For real.
I think, man, you should sit back and talk offline and put a Pop Warner 14U together.
Heck no, I did that already, bro.
Listen to me.
I listen. I can lead you to the direction of setting up the program.
No. Listen to me.
On where you want to go.
No. Listen to me. I think we.
Bro. Listen to me.
See, you're missing it.
I hear what you're saying. But I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. I ran a youth football league for almost 10 years. I've coached another, 12 to 15. I've dealt with enough 14U kids to last me a lifetime. Do you know how many daggone fights I had to break up? How many times police got called? How many kids I had to put in my car to keep their behinds from going to jail? No. I got tired, boss.
Listen.
I love them to death. I do.
Listen.
14U, I feel they should be in middle school or high school playing ball.
All right. Then let's do 10-12.
I told you about my time, dog.
10-12. What I gotta do to bring you out of retirement?
Bro, that's gonna be difficult, man.
No, it's not.
That's gonna be difficult.
No, it's not.
Hold on. Nick asked when Jay put they were supposed to put the schedule out Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And somehow or another, that one it didn't happen that way. Excuse me. Brian Johnson said, I agree, Coach. If people listen to his interview on Dan Patrick, it will also give credence to what transpired with Coach Prime. Facts. I'm like, people, we got to get out of the habit of just, don't get me wrong. I'll be the first to say I will create content to based on something that I'm seeing. And you yourself, you as well, Dana, you know that we can get something in the blink of an eye. And 20 minutes later, that thing can change. And we've already then jumped in, put the information together,
and spent
it out to the masses. Yep. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey man, this don't work. But what's going on with Coach Prime right now? Guys got to understand that this is what's happening. And starting to see the little clips, because matter of fact, guys, they got Jackson State has a 6-part series that's coming out next week, I believe starting on the 22nd. Excuse me. The second season of him being at Jackson State is going to be on the Barstools Network. I'm giving them free promo. That's going to be on the Barstools Network, so check that out.
How can I get that? Because I want to show that over here.
Yeah, we'll talk. It's going to be on the Barstools Network. They're going to give a lot of insight on a lot of different things that took place last season, especially as far as the transition of a lot of players that left from the program and went elsewhere. You've already heard him talk about Dalen Baldwin that left Jackson State, transferred out and went to Michigan. He talked about it on another show, a sportscaster show on Fox. He talked about it there, in which he let them know. He like, listen, we told him we can do this. He said he was going to do this. We told him, okay, we can do that. He looked at it as, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you straight. Excuse me. Basically, what Coach Prime stated, and I'm quoting him on what he said, and it's not going to be the direct quote, but I'm just stating the facts of what he said. Basically, Dalen Baldwin came in and said, hey, listen, I'm looking to go to the pros in the fall. I'm looking to go to the pros after the fall season. They said, okay, well, if you're looking to go to the pros after the fall season, then that means we don't need to give you a full scholarship. We could give you a partial. It didn't didn't click in up there with him as far as what they were looking to do. So somehow or another, the lines got crossed, and Dalen Baldwin goes into the transfer portal. He ends up in Michigan, and that's it. So, RJ was asking him about, hey, how do you let somebody leave? He said, we don't let folks leave. He said, how can you let something leave if it didn't want to stay? And I was like, ooh, okay. Got me at hello. I understood after that. So it's going to be a lot of telltale signs. There's another kid, Spencer, I believe, the young man that he was in the first one where he got mad and upset with Gray, one of the linemen, where they got to arguing. One guy felt that he was more entitled than the other guy, and so on and so forth. They're going to get into all of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how all this is gonna turn out.
So question. And what happened to the wide receiver that transferred from Morgan that went down there?
That's him, Caleb Baldwin. He transferred from Morgan, went to Jackson, had a great spring, bounced out after the spring, and went to Michigan.
So he'll be at Michigan this year.
Yeah, he was at Michigan this past season. Yeah.
What did he do?
He didn't do much. He didn't do as much as he did when he was at Jackson State. He's the lead. He had the leading. He led receptions and touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because
reception yards and touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Dana, that's his name, Dana Baldwin?
Dalen.
Yeah.
Dalen. Yeah. Dalen Baldwin. Yep.
Light-skinned dude, kind of curly head. Yeah.
No, he's brown skin guy. He wore short haircut. He's from Southfield, Michigan.
And he was a wide receiver.
Yeah,
because he showed out he showed out a spring season. He showed out spring season.
Yep.
He did his thing. I know Morgan missing him.
Hey, I kind of wish Coach Weekly had that spring to play ball so he could see what he had, and then went back and then reevaluated everything and got the players to come in and do what they needed to do.
Coach Davis need to be the head coach of Morgan State University.
Who that young Shorty T said, my 9-year-old nephew said, football is not the way it used to be. Like back in the days, we had good teams back then. Just look at him. He said, just looked at him and laughed at him. He been here before. That's all it is. He been here before. Y'all gotta understand that.
Wow.
He been here before.
Last thing before we get out of here, man, because it's 11 o'clock. Antonio Brown to the Ravens if Lamar stay?
Yep. I already told you he's coming back.
Super Bowl.
Man, look here.
Super Bowl.
I think Harbaugh. I believe Harbaugh can keep him. I ain't gonna say keep him intact. That's not even the right phrase to use. I think Harbaugh can keep him engaged with everything that's going on with the team, and it's not like him having to go through a whole bunch of chaos like he did down there in Tampa. Like I said, I believe it's more to that Tampa story than what was told. I still don't agree with. I agree with you. You could have left your shoulder pads and walked off the field, your shoulder pads and helmet. But God dog, bro, you had to go ahead and take your shoulder pads, helmet, and your Buccaneer shirt off and leave everything on the sideline and go.
That's part of the uniform, ain't it? Yeah. When you get fired and they tell you take your stuff off, what you do? Y'all better be glad he ain't take his pants off.
Oh, we need that, bro. We really didn't need that, bro.
Y'all better be glad he took his pants off and say, ah!
We need that, bro. We need that, bro.
All right, bro. Let's get out of here, man.
Hey, till next time, brother.
Next Wednesday, bro. It's great talking again.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Like always.
Appreciate you as always, too. All right.
Next week, bro.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
said I wanna take a dipping on pool. Just going for a little dive, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.